You have 68 wins. You cannot 69 Mina.
Hey everyone, it is the center of attention, Brittany Brooks, and you are watching Simply Reliable Studios.
Come on over, Sam. I'm being. See, earlier I said something stupid to him, and now this is my receipt. Okay.
Sabu's just sabotaging you.
Yeah. He sure did.
Hijacking.
Yeah, he's taking over.
Hijacking is a better word. You're right.
Good luck.
What up, everybody? This is the People's Babushka, and you are watching Simply Reliable Studios.
Shout out to Simply Reliable Studios making their Symphony debut, sponsoring this match and the entire Dragon Kai demonstration.
What's up, everybody? It is the hottest flame, the realest Hogan, the bionic baddie, Kiera Hogan, period, and you are watching Simply Reliable Studios.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Noah. I believe in Datula. The Meltzer of the multiverse. Who the fuck wants to compare themselves to another? How much of a mark do you have to be? You couldn't even pick a professional athlete. You went with a fucking journalist? Grow up, man.
We just want to say thank you to Simply Reliable Studios for voting us as Tag Team of the Year.
Of course.
Because you know what they say, right? If you can't swim,
You're bound to drown.
Tonight, she is sponsored by Simply Reliable Studios from Orlando, Florida. She is everybody's favorite BFF, Izzy Marino.
Heyo, this is Jack Cartwheel. You are watching Simply Reliable Studios.
Get it? Got it.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome once again to Simply Reliable Studios presents another watch along as we are doing night one of this year's SummerSlam live from where the Vikings play in Minnesota. I am, of course, Mr. Reliable Walter Cruz, joined right now by Stat Boy Mike. How's it going, Stat?
It's time to end the summer with a summer party. Get your last few barbecues in before you go to school. Get those last few fireworks taken care of, because there's been a bit of a heat problem on the coast lately. This is a perfect summer August day, so let's do it with some wrestling, with some watch-alongs, and see where all these stories lead up as we start to push towards Survivor Series as well, too.
Yeah.
When one PLE ends, the pencil goes to the pad and continues on. So we'll start pushing on towards Survivor Series and War Games coming up.
I don't even know what the next PLE. I think Money in the Bank is in October. I don't think there is a scheduled September one, so they got a while to build some stuff.
Indeed they do. We got 6 great matches. We got 2 title matches. We got Hell in a Cell. We got a grudge match and a pair of 6-person tag matches where a lot of things can happen. A lot of rumors are running rampant all over. There's 2 potential heel turns tonight. We'll get to that in a little bit. From what I'm hearing anyway, these are, and we briefly talked about it last night on Simply Predicting. So if you did not watch that, go back and, of course, throw out your comments and everything. Keep those numbers going. Like, follow, and subscribe. This man right over here, he's in crunch mode now. He's down to his last 20 subscribers.
Not even. It's 9 now.
Oh, now he's down to 10. All right. So if we can get 10 subscribers, hopefully by the end of SummerSlam, this guy right here is going to do something that I've wanted to do since I've seen it. Hey, Pop, how you doing? He is going to do the Hot Ones Challenge scaled down version. Now, of course, as you all should know, Hot Ones is the channel where people eat increasingly hot chicken wings, starting with a good old-fashioned simple hot sauce, all the way to what is called the last dab. Many WWE Survivor or many WWE superstars have participated. One being the QB1 Cody Rhodes. I believe Mick Foley has done this. I think Stone Cold has done this.
Yep.
There is this beautiful thing called a grocery store, and
Mm.
they actually do sell the smaller sauces. Of
Yep.
course, the one sauce that everybody freaks out for is level number 8, called the Bomb Beyond Insanity. That is
Nastiest
the
one.
where everybody goes nuts.
Mm.
If I had more balls than brains, I would probably be right along with you. I would, in fact, Sean Evans, if you're watching this, let's tag him in that. Bring in the Simply Reliable Studios to come in and all of us participate in the Hot Ones Challenge. We're not celebrities by any means. We're just simple men who love wrestling. But hey, you don't even have to pay us. I'd do it for free. I mean, to see me
Exactly.
freak out and everything over some hot wings. Don't get me wrong. I love hot wings. Just like, well, I don't like hot stuff. I mean, the most I do is tapatio on my eggs, or Tabasco sauce, or a few jalapenos on my pizza. But other than that, I stay away from the sauce and the hot stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna make it a quiz show too. So the wrestling
Oh,
questions.
so you're gonna do the, like, which member of the Simply Reliable Studios can you not stand or eat a death wing?
No, we're gonna do regular quiz shows about wrestling for me to answer, and then I'm gonna come up with like questions for my wife to answer that have to do with. Sorry, I'm gonna ask her wrestling questions because that's not her cup of tea, and she's gonna have a lifeline, somebody to help me, and she's gonna ask me like pop culture type questions, like from reality shows and crap that she loves that I don't watch.
I gotcha. The Hot One Duels is a very interesting
I think
concept. You know,
Bianca.
it's one level higher than what James Corden used to do, but he used to have his celebrities eat things that you would just, I mean, like cow's tongue, bull testicles, newt's eyes.
Fear Factor stuff.
Fear Factor style. So there was one, Schwarzenegger did this. He asked Corden asked, and you can find this clip on social media. He asked him, name a time while you were in office in California that you didn't like, or you lied almost. And so Schwarzenegger starts to tease toward the cow's tongue. He's gonna take a bite out of it, and then he's like, "I have a story. There was this senator in the California Senate who wrote a bill, and it got voted in. But then, of course, Schwarzenegger had the plan to veto it, and so he writes this beautiful long veto. But in the first 6 sentences of the paragraph, each letter that starts the sentence dropped the F-bomb.
Yep.
So
I heard this
first
story.
off, blah, 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 blah. Understand, blah, 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 blah. Corresponding, blah, 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 blah. Kind, blah, blah, blah. Yet, blah, 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 blah. Offsetting, understand. Go down the line, it drops an F-bomb.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I remember James Gordon in that. But yeah, please try to subscribe to Rage of Wrestling. Like literally 9 away. But we are here for SummerSlam. We got 9-1. Let's talk about some of the matches. Oh, the graphics are already in here. This is rumored now. Couple of, grain of salt with rumors. This is the rumored lineup of how they're gonna, the order of the matches. I don't know how true this is, but they said that we're gonna kick off with the women's championship match with champion Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. That is going to be the first matchup, which
Okay.
I wouldn't mind if they did that. Go ahead and start off with the women's champion. I initially jumped on the chance of thinking Io's a new champion. This girl, Liv, won at Mania, never defended since. 100 days or so, I think it's more than 100 now. She had this title, never defended it. So I figured you give it to Io Sky, a defending fighting champion. But I really looking forward to it. But I just got the weird feeling that WWE is really, really waiting for Steph to come back, and they want the Io and Steph feud to continue. And it just makes more sense for Liv to have the championship. Plus, if Roxanne wins the Money in the Bank, you can have Roxanne cash in on Liv because Liv is going to assume she's going to cash in on the interim title or the SmackDown champion Rhea when she comes back after the fight whoever wins this interim ladder match. So I think that's an interesting dynamic. But for me, I say Liv retains. But what do you say?
I think I said last night that Liv retains as well. I did say that I do like Io. She is a great talent. She is a great champion, but I don't think she needs the belt just yet. It is a little disappointing that Liv has not defended the title. We don't know why, but that needs to be remedied. I mean, a champion does need to defend it, even though it is storyline scripted, whatever you want to call it, but don't call it fake, of course, because it's not. But so it's a little bit on the sad side there, but I mainly said all this because of WWE Unreal. They featured Liv, so they have faith in her in some capacity. So that is why I picked her for this match. But eventually, I can agree with Stephanie Vaquer being injured and coming back. Well, then if that's what they're waiting for. That's going to be sad towards Liv. I mean, to just have one title defense in 100 days and then lose it to Stephanie Vaquer. When Liv and Stephanie do have the capability of putting on a good match. But they know better than we do, apparently.
Apparently so. Then the next rumored match. It doesn't matter what order we talk about it. I'm just saying that these are the rumored way that they're going to pair it. The Bloodline versus Royce Keys versus LA Knight and Solo Sikoa. Would be the next matchup that they got. I went with the Bloodline because I just feel like Roman's lackeys. They're going to pull it off.
I went with the Bloodline as well because like LA Knight, Solo is a bit of a wild card in this matchup. I have a feeling he's probably going to switch sides perhaps, or can he even get along with LA Knight? I don't know. With Royce Keys, I don't know much about him. I have not been following him or anything like that. So, my obvious choice was the Bloodline on this one. And, of course, that will affect, what could be happening if the original path where I wanted this to go, of course, I wanted Roman and Oba. I said, take my money, please. So if that's the end game, then Roman is going to need every bit of Samoan bloodline that he can get for future. Because let's face it, I mean, Roman versus Oba, that's a 50-50 right there. Roman with the bloodline against Oba, Roman has a chance. So we'll see where that goes. But right now, I'm sticking with the bloodline on that one.
I think Oba has a chance to run through the entire bloodline. Just once, I always claim this. Can we get one smart person that when you face off somebody who has a group that has an advantage that's always interfering, that goes against you, Can we get weeks of you taking each one of those people out so that by the time you get to the actual pay-per-view, it is now one-on-one guarantee because you took everybody out that would aid him? Like, why in all the years of heels versus faces and all that, hasn't there been someone smart enough to do that? I have no clue. But
NWO Sting, hello. Don't you think he took
yeah,
out
oh
the
yeah, that's right.
members
Sting did
of
that.
that to get
Yeah.
to Hogan?
Yeah, and he had a hell of a lot of people because look at that. As we're 14 minutes and 50 seconds on my feet away from the start of SummerSlam.
Yeah,
That
that's
can
all.
see that cell. Woo, a beautiful looking cell. The next match is in the order, rumored wise, is going to be the SmackDown, or former, I guess, or pending SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis, former NWO champion, versus the ring general Gunther, who seems to be on a bit of a career killer, but he's slid off a little lately. But now we're getting this monster Gunther again, and really his influence is to get. He feels like he's been screwed and he needs to get a title shot. So
I did pick Gunther
NWA. I
last
said NWO. Whoops,
Well,
because we were just
NWO,
talking about NWO.
NWA, it's just one vowel, but it means a lot of difference. I did pick Gunther in this match because of, you know, the only way that I see Gunther losing this match is him beating himself. All right, we all know what Gunther's temper can do for him. We know that Gunther is an unstoppable force once he gets going. He is also, pun intended, he is a methodical soldier. He will pick you apart piece by piece and dismantle you piece by piece, and or, you know, he's like the Army Ranger with a 30-06 with a laser scope on you. He will take you out, and he will continue to be that leader, that army leader. You know, I don't know what the Austrian military is, but I would not be surprised if in his previous life Gunther actually did serve in some kind of military. I need to look that up. You know, Nick Aldis, great guy, great talent, great GM. Didn't really follow him in TNA. But like I said last night, sometimes when you lose, you win. Now, if he goes down fighting, will Gunther respect him? Probably not. Storyline? No. Will we see that in Unreal Season 4? Perhaps. But there's heavy rumors going around that they want to make this a feud. Okay? So if we're pushing toward War Games, it makes sense. The ring general goes to war with the SmackDown general manager. So a battle of the generals here. Which general will win War Games? Gunther's team or Aldis' team? It's just a suggestion. It's not a spoiler. It's a prediction. It could happen. Mr. Levesque, are you paying attention here? Go with that route. Just saying. Tag Triple H in the comments.
For War Games, it's probably gonna. As the last 3 years been all Bloodline, hasn't it? Like every year, or is it the last 2 years? I think it's been 3 years.
We don't need that right now. We don't need the Bloodline in War Games anymore.
Yeah.
Because Roman is gonna, if things go the way it's supposed to, and again, I'm not giving all my predictions just yet. If we're actually gonna do the push, Oba versus Roman, if you want to go the Bloodline route in War Games, okay, put the big name team members with Oba. Make it Oba, Cody, Punk, and the Usos, or no, not the Usos. You know, just put in 2 other people at that point. Make it the big name thing, but you want to get that one-on-one thing going. I don't want to see it go all the way to WrestleMania. I don't see that happening anytime. That's too far away. But of course, that's up to the Saudis as well. So This match is going to be one of the biggest bricks towards the end wall, in my opinion.
Yeah, and then you got what's the next match? The Fatal Influence versus the Bella Twins and Paige, the 6-woman person. I do believe. I really think that heel turn's happening. I think that the twins are turning on Paige. Nikki's gonna find a way to blame Paige for the reason that they're not the champions. I think it's always been the Bella's twins' dream to be championed as a tag team, and then unfortunately because of the injury, Nikki couldn't be the tag team champion with her sister. But now that she come back, she can say it's Paige's fault that they're not the champion, and she can't go right back into having that title. So that's why I feel like Fatal Influence. Plus, it's just their first defense. You really don't want them to look like paper champions and get the first defense and then lose. So that's why I think we're going to get retention here.
Nikki works better as a heel. She was great when she was a face. I get it. She works better as a heel. Brie works better as a face. Because, that's just my personal opinion, okay?
Plus, who her husband is.
Well, yeah. Michael Cole is making his way out to the ring as we take a quick peek in over there. The only reason I picked the Bellas and Paige on this one is because it's Nikki's match back. Now I can, like I said, I can see the heel turn happening, but I don't want it to go tonight. Maybe now if Fatal Influence wins, then that could be the turning point as well. It's like, hey, we lost the tag belts, we can't win together at a pay-per-view, and here's why. Wham. Sucker punch Paige. I do like Paige. Paige is I'm glad she's back. I'm glad she got to hold the belt while Nikki was injured and all that. Paige works great as a face. I don't see Paige as a heel very much. As far as JC Laney and Fallon, I really have not been paying attention to them. I have not. So that's another reason why I could not pick them to win. But if they want to do the turn tonight, then they will. But I just don't see it happening. I'm expecting to be wrong on this one, but I really don't. It's not going to be, me eating crow or anything. I'll just be wrong on that one. For now, I'm sticking with the Bellas and Paige.
Well, while you let your simple take be known, we can now welcome in the simple man with the spectacular voice, our color analyst for the night, Noah Foster. How are you doing? Can we finally say you're looking forward to anything WWE, or is that too much to ask for?
You can meet me in the middle of that trail, Armando. You know how I feel about this company, but it's not about me, it's about wrestling. So hello once again, Walter, Stat Boy, Simple Live Studios, and No DQ Galaxy, professional wrestling fans galore. Thank you for tuning in to Simple Live Studios as we get ready here tonight for WWE Summerslam. I hope that you all have a wonderful time along with us the entire night for this ride as we learn Io Sky and Liv Morgan will be kicking off tonight's festivities for the Women's Heavyweight Championship. And again, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Let people know this is what we do here at SR Studios. And again, hope you all enjoy our coverage and our watch along and our analytical takes in between each 3-minute to 5-minute long commercial break. A lot on the line tonight here from Minnesota. This is going to be more heated than any freaking football game by the Vikings themselves. And I think someone is going to raid the night when it comes to season opportunity, whether it's for gold, for revenge, or for glory. As, of course, we have the lovely Kathy Kelly bringing us up to speed. And, of course, we've all been talking about these matches. And I acknowledge, of course, OBG1, the original Bob BG. And good luck to everybody involved in the prediction league. All 50-plus of you that have some major predictions. And stay tuned at the end of the weekend with me and Papadino, breaking down 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and bring you the prediction league leaderboards live only during that stream and the results, first and foremost. that night. Well, again, guys, we're finally here. SummerSlam, biggest part of the summer. It's the second ever two-night extravaganza as we get ready, as the capacity crowd keeps filing in the U.S. Bank Arena. Shout out to Joseph Corey Graves, and Biggie taking care of everything here. You guys probably ran down the matches ad nauseum, but again, we are minutes away. Curses or not, let's just look at the facts here. Liv Morgan is a placeholder, what a champion should be. Holding the title for 100 days does not demonstrate your caliber as a champion. It demonstrates you as somebody that just put on a marquee or maybe on your own freaking brand of some random product. Io Sky earned this opportunity, winning Queen of the Ring, and has always been a fighting champion. Many have deemed Io Sky one of the best, if not the best, current women's wrestler right now in WWE. And as we approach Palooza, she was part of the kickoff to ESPN that happened last year. But we know that Liv Morgan has the Judgment Day. The Io Sky goes in this alone. But Liv Morgan has made a number of enemies. And could that come back to bite her tonight? Is Karma, not in Kai McKenna, truly a bitch? Maybe more than one. Or does Liv Morgan make you cry over once again? And does Judgment Day once again seize control? What's your outlook on this, considering it's the opener? It's our first match to set the pace, to set the outline of the entire weekend. Walter, I'll start with you.
Well, we did talk about this one. I tried to go in the rumored order. Again, rumored. You got to take it with a grain of salt. It's just rumors. You can't take it. Oh, well, actually, Mark Henry did officially say that this is going to start. So we are starting with the women's match.
And we're also starting with, of course, our national anthem by Von Evelyn. So everyone, please rise and remain silent as we take this.
Bravo, well done.
Very lovely stuff. As we get ready now to go into the show live, for as always, we have witnessed the business development and evolution. Then we are about to see what happens now. And as always, the WWE, much like professional wrestling, much unlike life that has a vapor, we truly witness this forever. And of course, we are never alone, for no matter where you are in the world or in the internet wrestling community, we are all in this together. Welcome, everybody, officially into SummerSlam. This is Minneapolis, Minnesota. As you see the skyline, we are from the U.S. Bank Arena, U.S. Bank Stadium, virtually here at the Simple Album Studios. Of course, Minneapolis, the home of the Minnesota Vikings, as we bring you into the second ever two-night extravaganza for this weekend. As, of course, we have so much on the line tonight. Oba Femi finally looks to be the once and for all ruler of the Beast Incarnate. Of course, our King of the Ring, suspending his opportunity going after a championship. Nick Aldis and Gunther is out to prove a point. One is helping on revenge, trying to seize a WWE Undisputed Championship, and one man has been pushed beyond his limit, sacrificing his own general manager duties. And of course, Fatal Influence will be in action tonight with the returning Nikki Bella, as the Bellas and Paige will be taking them on in trios action after Lady Rhea and Fallon Henry seized the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships at Saturday night's main event. And of course, Cody Rhodes, he may love this man, but he doesn't like him. And at the end of the day in this business, there are no friends when it comes to the Undisputed WWE Championship. Punk Cody for the gold. And it's a street fight tonight. And so much more at SummerSlam as Saturday Eve gets underway. And of course, right now we have our cold opener, courtesy of Justin Jefferson of the Minnesota Vikings.
School.
Good to see everybody, of course, also in the chat. And definitely someone might want to check their thing. But, you know, technical difficulties are bound to happen. And again, I want to make a personal reminder that we are also on our own goal here as we support Rebel with Rebel Heart, INLS. You can go to those causes today. Support the Rage of Wrestling, want this Cruz. Subscribe to his YouTube channel today. He is this close to the milestone of 300, and there are only hours left to get there. If you're tuning in for the first time, go there today. Rage of Wrestling. Hit the subscribe button, and you will see him and the missus endure hot stuff with hot shots, hot wings, all the hot stuff you can think of. And me emceeing. That and so much more at the Rage of Wrestling. Bringing you all the MMA, the special product, and all the gaming and wrestling takes that you can handle. Subscribe today to Rage of Wrestling. All right. Well, everybody, I hope that you all will enjoy us tonight. And again, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, comment, and tell a friend. And again, if you want to dictate the conversation, super chat or Paper the Passions. It's as simple as that. Again, the Minnesota Vikings, founded back in 1960 as, of course, an expansion team. Part, of course, of the National Football Conference Northern Division. Actually, at one point, was one of my mother's favorite tag teams.
Brock Lesnar actually was a part of the Vikings for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Before getting cut.
The homecoming. Well, you know, when you go from one world to another, undefeated NCAA collegiate athlete, former, of course, member of the Minnesota Vikings, went on to the world of MMA, became the next big thing in WWE. And, of course, the Minnesota Vikings have won 4 conference championships of their legacy, going all the way back from 1969 through 1976, 21 division championships overall. And, of course, the last time they won a league championship was actually, of course, the NFL championship back in the AFL-NFL merger. So, again, we'll see if Brock Lesnar brings home the gold.
For somebody who doesn't follow football, you just did that perfectly.
I learned from the best. And again, at the end of the day, it's not just about what we're here about. It's also about where they are at. The environment sets the stage, and tonight's environment is SummerSlam. Hello, everybody, and welcome back in here once again. Simple Apple Studios, Noah Foster, Walter Cruz, Statboy Mike. Hope you all enjoyed tonight's coverage. We are brought to you by SRS, Simple Apple Studios, and of course, Rage of Wrestling and No DQ. So you got a No DQ. Stay tuned for Aaron Ritt's recap once the stream concludes. Let's go ahead, right down to the ring, and get right into this shit. As the Genius of the Sky arrives, the Queen of the Ring looking to become the Queen on Monday Night Raw. Once again, let's do this.
Do, do, do.
Oh, boy.
Io coming out wearing a nice white with blue. Very long train. Doing the thing.
And of course, we have Lisa Taylor giving us the introductions. Of course, everyone loves Io Sky. Io Sky, of course, won this opportunity winning the Queen of the Ring tournament, beating Liv Morgan back in Saudi Arabia at Night of Champions. And of course, outlasting multiple individuals during the stint of that tournament, as we talked about. Not the first time, of course, that she would be holding the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. We've seen the Genius in the Sky become the talking point, not a third wheel, not an afterthought, going all the way back to WrestleMania 41, when she won that opening triple threat. And, of course, last year went into what became the ESPN era as the reigning and defending Women's World Heavyweight Champion. Before Naomi, of course, cashed in Evolution, it was vacated, and Stephanie Valkyrie seized the gold. But this is not about tournaments. This is about one-on-one, or so you hope so, because it seems that Liv Morgan can't do nothing on her own. Referee Jessica Carr drawing the assignment for this contest.
Of course, they last fought at Night of Champions. Io, of course, won that matchup. Other than that, they have not touched each other since the Royal Rumble, and prior to that, they had a tag match earlier for the tag team title. It was a Io and Mommy against Liv and Roxanne. So other than that, that's the last three that these two have battled each other.
And the funny thing is, though, Mikey, just bringing this a little bit more forward, this is actually their second ever, or third ever, fourth ever, actual on-air encounter singles-wise with each other. It was back at Saturday Night's main event in 2024 that Liv Morgan did beat Io Sky when she was the WWE Women's Champion. For those that don't know, by the way, Liv Morgan has held this title for 100 days, but this is her actual first defense.
Damn shame. What does that say about the state of the women's division on the main roster?
Well, again, if you ask Liv Morgan, it means nothing. Cry about it. Courtesy of Wingstop, apparently. Liv Morgan doesn't give a damn what anybody thinks. There's a reason why she was involved in Clear the Ring, why she was the one being chased. It's almost like Liv Morgan doesn't care what she has to do to be the conversation. And as much as people may not want to admit it, Liv Morgan, proverbially, since the Netflix era, has been the face of Monday Night Raw. SummerSlam has definitely been a stage she's made her own. Let's not forget, back 2 years ago, she beat Mommy Rhea Ripley when she took her boy and seized, of course, the WWE Women's Championship. No longer dealing with Rhea Ripley, but dealing with Rhea Ripley's buddy here, Io Sky. Of course, Mommy's out indefinitely due to injury.
Liv wearing black, of course, having love bites on her top. And it looks like some body paint, maybe, or that's just the way the shirt is. I thought it looks like body paint, but it's not body. It's just a cut across her midriff. But very interesting there, as Jessica Carr holds up the title.
And, of course, you see the graphic. Liv Morgan is the 33rd WWE Women's Heavyweight Champion. Great memories, of course, at SummerSlam for both these women. Stiff Kano tie-up here in the early going. Io Sky, of course, at one SummerSlam, cashed in Money in the Bank at the expense of Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, and Asuka to win one of her world championships. Liv Morgan immediately put in the boots to Io Sky's lower spine. We've, of course, seen the bad blood with these two really escalate since the conclusion of that tournament, including Liv Morgan making sure Io wasn't involved in stopping her and Roxanne getting involved against Soruka, as Raquel Rodriguez sees the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Smart strategy by Liv jumping on Io. I don't think Io expected her to come right out of the gate like this.
Well, but Io Sky, of course, right now. Needed a midsection there.
But some heels tend to roll out of the ring, make you think about it, mess with your mind a little bit. Liv ran right on the attack.
Well, I mean, that's what you need to do, especially when it comes to somebody that's more dangerous, considering you don't know if you're going to be facing her on her own. Pendulum knees in the corner by Io Sky. Again, we cannot count out Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez not coming in on behalf of Liv Morgan. That's what allowed Liv to seize the title from Stephanie Valkyrie at WrestleMania. Of course, we've also seen previous Queen of the Rings of the past not actually lead forward to the championship. Double underhook, hoisted up, Liv Morgan able to escape, swinging a miss, and now Io Sky on the move once again. Picking up the pace here, and Liv Morgan right now, slightly a star step behind Io Sky, falling through with a drop kick.
Nice. Liv is going to retreat.
Io had to come back and become #1 contender, not just cash in a briefcase like the last time she won this title.
Again, you think about the similarities, though, with these two. Previous Money in the Bank participants cashing in successfully for World Championships. Of course, Liv Morgan is a Royal Rumble winner. Io Sky, of course, is not a Royal Rumble winner, but was able to find a way to WrestleMania at the expense of Rhea Ripley. Many opportunities have been taken against Mommy by both these individuals as well. Oh, man! Thrown hard into the barricade.
Interesting stat. You just mentioned Money in the Bank. The women's Money in the Bank is still at 100% cash-in rate.
Exactly, and stay tuned, folks, as we will cover Money in the Bank, of course, here as part of the Super Level Studios watch-along schedule. Further details to come, of course, on upcoming attractions. Liv Morgan taking advantage of VL now with another drop kick. Tell the tape, similar small, petite-sized ladies here with their own form of crazy. Two different forms of Harley Quinn right now inside the ring, honestly. Now barking down Jessica Carr.
I just spotted Chris Van Valet in the front row.
Well, where else would he be for a WWE Premium Live event on a media press pass?
Well, he can afford it, even though he probably got in free.
Well, you know, there's the plants, there's the dedication, and there's those that definitely bring forward the conversation to this business. And right now, taking back control of this match, Big PK! Shout out to the football team, of course, champions this year, the World Cup.
Did you guys see the Nick Aldis interview with him? And he broke down and cried, and he started talking about coming back to the ring.
Oh. Well, considering he hasn't had a match in 3 years, still to come tonight, Nick Aldis versus Gunther, Hell in the Cell, Femi versus Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk for the undisputed WWE Championship. Why JJ changed one graphic, he didn't change the other. And right now,
Tres amigas.
Yeah, shout out, of course, to Eddie Guerrero, Orale, taking all the tricks from Dominic Mysterio's late great father figure. Oh! And to be fair, Morgan lately has been doing it. Lion King stealing cover, deep hook on the leg, and a 2 count.
That's a nice, I guess, her version of a Shining Wizard.
And a short-range Shining Wizard. Take a look at the replay here, to your point. That is definitely a Shining Wizard across the side of the head. Good call, Walter. Not enough to put Io down right now in our opening contest here for the Women's Heavyweight Championship. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you all for tuning in so much. Bollyman, Charles Schultz, Ash2, Egg, great name, Zach DJ, everybody that makes this possible, Safet, Matt, and all you others that are tuning in. Oh, double stop, man.
Egg is my son. I have no idea. It used to show his name. Now it shows like his email and says Egg now. I don't know why it does that.
Yeah, you know what? I like Eggs, and your son seems like a good kid, so at least he's bringing his sunny side forward. And right now, Liv Morgan's just trying to get the breath back here in her chest here. You can tell how full and how empty this arena is with how big that LED wall is. Good grief. Io Sky bouncing Liv Morgan down here. I don't think Minnesota has a basketball team worth mentioning.
The Timberwolves.
The Timberwolves.
Whatever. Buzzsaw kick to the side of the head. No one talks about the Timberwolves. There's a reason you don't even see them in a WWE audience.
Noah.
Not since the Kevin Garnett days.
Hey, I am what I am. Sports indifferent, wrestling invested. But I bring the facts and I bring the freaking sports nuances because I know who I'm dealing with.
They do okay until they hit the playoffs, and then just Anthony Edwards, something happens where he just, I don't know, he needs help. They need to draft better.
Well, whether or not Liv Morgan needs help right now remains to be seen as Io Sky is taking back control with a beautiful missile drop kick, turn the champion up and over in the corner. Of course, we recently saw the fallout with Io's senpai Asuka, and Asuka humbled by her greatest student. Asuka has not been seen since. Io Sky driving for the double knees in the corner.
Ouch.
Big time ouch.
Paige first, and now Liv Morgan looking for a sense of reprieve on the apron. No, she cannot be pinned out there. Of course, title can only just hands via pinfall or submission inside the ring. And that goes for all championship matches here tonight. Io Sky looking to go up and over. Sunset flip. Powerbomb on the floor.
Nice.
Dude, the way she cleared the middle ropes like that to deliver that.
And does that bring Io Sky closer or further? Because we might be doing a dead weight. Take a look at the replay here, guys. Damn!
Nice.
Yeah, it's not the smartest thing to do to knock out. You can't win a championship on the outside of the ring, so it isn't the smartest thing to do.
The sense of impact there, and again, Jessica Carr starting her 10 count here. I will give Liv Morgan credit's due as far as tonight goes. So far, No Judgment Days got involved, but they got involved when it was mostly needed. And I almost wonder if Soruka would also get involved here on Revenge. And of course, the Akira has been out due to injury since WrestleMania. Oh, wait, as I say that, there's Roxanne Perez on the opposite side, and the new Women's Intercontinental Champion, Io Sky, thrown off the top rope by Raquel. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Every damn time. Same old story. What a freaking floozy of a champion. Deep hook in the leg, middle of the ring, kick on 2.5. Fake play by Io Sky.
You spoke way too soon. As soon as you spoke it into existence.
Here I am trying to give Io Sky any sense of credibility, and it's thrown out the damn window.
Hey man, Roman did it when he had the title for all those years. The Bloodline interfered in every single match.
Well, I'll give Roman Reigns credit. At least he actually defended the damn championship. And Io Sky got booted, and right now Roxanne, right now Io Sky find the World Shote to the Prodigy, and Io Sky got to be aware that's a 3-on-1, sidestep up and over! And somehow Liv caught by Raquel, but I think Roxanne nearly got wiped out.
I think before she reversed it, I think Liv was going to go for Oblivion, but Io saw it coming.
Well, Io Sky right now, look at flying genius of the sky, top rope moonsault, wiping out Raquel and Roxanne.
Steve Reich.
Literally flattening the companions.
Wait, Io's counting. She's looking for Liv. She said,
exactly.
wait, there's the other two.
Take her over. Oh, man. Head scissors, takedown to DDT.
That was almost like a frontwards Poison Rana, the way she planted her head.
Exactly. Modified Poison Rana. Great Caldwell to crowning. A crown that Io did not want tonight.
Dude, that would make a great finisher if somebody did that.
Now Liv Morgan going out to the top rope, looking to soar her own self to the Io Sky. Staggering. Oh, Shote shot at Jushin Thunder Liger. And Sky now looking to climb the ropes here and meet the champion in the high-risk district. Driving elbows to the back of the head and neck of Liv Morgan. For those that don't know, of course, Liv Morgan has been nothing but a WWE prospect pretty much in her 11-year-long career in WWE. And a spin and fly off the top!
Bravo.
Call it a Japanese fly today.
The cover, hook the far leg in, and Morgan gets the sure up at 2.
That was
That's
a beautiful Spanish fly.
Yeah, take a look at the replay here. Beautiful, picture-perfect moonsault by the genius of the sky, former daughter of Stardom, wiping out Raquel and Roxanne. Liv Morgan capitalized though, but then got caught with a beautiful top rope Spanish fly. Io slowed off of the cover, and that allowed Liv Morgan to survive. And again, folks, this is our first match tonight of 6 matches for SummerSlam Saturday with the Women's Heavyweight Championship hangs in the balance. Liv Morgan, of course, a 2-time WWE Women's World Champion. Morgan with one of her own, answering in kind against Io Sky. Io Sky, of course, looking to become a 2-time WWE Women's Heavyweight Champion in her own right. Last title, of course, she held was the Women's Tag Team titles with Mommy Rhea Ripley. And right now, Liv and Io firing up each other here. And that same pent-up animosity, that aggression to prove you're the best, is driving both these women tonight in her opening contest. Io, though, getting the better of Liv. Double underhook. Oh! Face first goes Liv Morgan, and Io Sky's not done here. Delivering a second one, this time turning into a backbreaker over the knee.
Oh, and look, Liv got up and rolled out. How smart. Or, well, rolled to the corner.
Well, again, was that for her own freaking assurance, or was that just to try and create separation?
That was to create separation, but now she's setting herself up for Meteora.
And Meteora, it's nothing but the turnbuckles here as this match hangs in the balance, and Liv might take Io to oblivion, but instead, Liv Morgan caught by Io Sky. What's we looking for here? Oh!
Ooh, almost like a crossroads.
And basically, and crucial was that for Liv to do, or for Io to do, excuse me. And now Io taking Liv in oblivion! Oblivion by Io, the cover, hook the front leg, we got a new champion! No! Imagine what that would have meant for Io Sky to beat Liv with her own damn move.
So is that like Oblivio?
If you're going to go with the name pun, I'll allow it tonight. Either way, Kamikaze didn't strike the mark tonight by Io Sky. And Liv Morgan right now showing me exactly why she has been able to survive as long as she has in WWE.
Oh, if she hits this, it's over.
No, there's no doubt in my mind. As once again, looking for the top rope moonsault. Lands on her feet, though. Great scouting. Might have tricked the ankle there, though. Now Liv Morgan out of the second. Comb breaker! By God, matchbook cover, high stat, drive for 2.5.
Give credit to Io to be able to kick out of that.
Near fall after near fall after near fall.
These women, this is how you open a pay-per-view. Woo.
I'm about to say, for a match that many people may have not considered, again, considering our only women's championship contest here tonight, and honestly for this weekend, Io Sky and Liv Morgan are setting a great pace and a bar to set by everybody else. Sidestep, woo! Liv Morgan able to land on the apron, they'll grab the ropes. Io Sky, though, waistlock and now caught in, oh boy. Oh man, German suplex on the apron.
Oh my God, she's gonna knee her in the corner, isn't she?
He better connect here. Oh man! Into the steel post, to your point, Liv left slump. But again, what damage did Io Sky do to herself there?
The back of the champion's head bounced off that steel.
3 times so far.
Yeah, but Io Sky's knees also bounced off that steel, and that's not going to help if this moonsault doesn't connect. But Io Sky sees Liv Morgan once again in the drop zone. As the Tears of the Sky looks to fly, moonsault hits nothing but Liv Morgan's legs.
Uh-oh. Oh, she's set up perfectly for Oblivion.
Her, and you might be right. What the hell? Io Sky escapes. Comb breaker though by Liv Morgan. Rebound the ropes again. Liv on the attack into Oblivion. Goes Io Sky. Liv in the cover. Deep into the leg. Liv Morgan retains.
All right. Yay. 1 for 1.
I'll give
that
Liv
was
Morgan
a great match.
Yeah, I'll give Liv Morgan credit. Talk about the fact she hasn't defended for 100 days. It's a business about what have you done for me lately, not what have you done in the past. Mark that first defense in the books. Liv Morgan continues her winning ways against Io Sky and is still the women's heavyweight champion.
Great sequence. She didn't get flustered that Io reversed that. She went right on the attack, hit the cold breaker, backed her into the rope to set it up for the second Oblivion. Sometimes when you see somebody kick out of the move or reverse it, you get a little flustered and don't think immediately. Liv was able to stay on task.
Yeah, to your point, let's take a look at the finishing stretch here. Again, look at some of the highlights. I think Io Sky was not the same since that moonsault, which made a treat to her leg, and she got cold breakered almost into the freaking obscurity. Somehow was able to kick out. That German suplex on the apron, though, to Mikey's point, back on the head and neck, and then a double impact against Liv Morgan's head, against the steel ring post. But again, Io Sky used her own knees in the process, able to scout that last moonsault, and somehow Io, I've never seen this before, escaped Oblivion for the first time, but to your point, Liv stayed on the attack. Cold breaker, and finally took Io ultimately into Oblivion and retained her championship. And for what it's worth, considering we only saw Judgment Day in a portion of this earlier, she basically did it on her own.
What a counter to flip and land on your head. That was crazy.
I almost wonder with that on instinct. To your point, Io Sky was crowned not once but twice. And unfortunately, Liv Morgan leads with the gold tonight at SummerSlam. Commendable effort by the challenger, but Liv Morgan still women's world heavyweight champion.
And she left on her own without Raquel and Roxanne, too. Interesting play there.
Well, while we continue to follow when Judgment Day will finally fall on Judgment Day, we of course still have so much more to come to tonight. We got a moment to breathe. So again, thank you to everybody for that is tuning in for the first time. Hope that you are enjoying. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Say yeah to No DQ. Follow us at SR Studios 2024. Be part of the conversation. Use hashtag SummerSlam. And also, of course, subscribe today to Renegade of Wrestling, where we'll level up very soon with super reliable gaming. Of course, WWE is bringing us forward with the Mortal Kombat 2 movie on October 16th, as well as Street Fighter. Yeah, both fighting movies, basically. It's two different worlds, WWE and AEW. Freaking Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. It's the same freaking genre. It's just a matter of you a bigger fan, one versus the other. That's neither here nor there. But that being said, I will say I was very impressed with what I saw in that match. After we got a commercial break, fuck the streaming service.
It was
I
a
can
great
enjoy it.
opener. It really was.
It
All
really
right.
was. I'd like to say a little something nice about Raquel Rodriguez that I saw on the latest season of Unreal. She is actually I would say she's a bit of a spiritualist or a bit of a religious based person, as she asked for a little prayer there. It was a small little moment, but it was very nice of her to do that to show that there's no harm that religion and wrestling can mix.
Amen
So
to that.
wanted to throw that out there a little bit as well. So there you go.
I appreciate that. And again, I do realize we got a pigs in space. Weird thing. So I'm going to go ahead and test both of you out right now, if you don't mind me, because I do wonder where that's coming from. Yep, that's coming from Stepboy Mikey. It's Mike and his speaker are offset. That's why it's doing that. I knew it wasn't you, Walter, because I'm not hearing my voice in you. Mikey, it's you. For some reason, your microphone and your speaker, they're offset, but your speaker's louder than your mic, and that's why my voice is being picked up. Just so you're wondering. Again, folks, we're live, pal. You only get one shot, one take. So, as long as we don't get copyright strike, we should be fine. But in case you all are hearing a little bit of an echo, tiny echo, it's Stepboy Mike. Anyway, I hope that you all are enjoying this. And again, if you enjoy these commercials, more power to you. I say fuck all that because I'm not paid by this company. I work for a billion-dollar nonprofit in IT, and I'm glad that I do. And speaking of working, I might be one of the hardest working men in and out of this freaking internet wrestling family called the Simple Studios, but so is Walter Cruz. And of course, Walter, we saw how Harlan Morgan was willing to work for that victory, but where does the Sky go from here? Let's give a little bit of an afterthought as we got 3 minutes now to shoot the breeze.
Well, I don't know what's going to happen in September, but we know we got Money in the Bank in October. So she's a former Miss Money in the Bank. I think qualifying matches will start soon, and I think EO is going to have to focus on that in order to get back into contention. Otherwise, where do we go from here? Maybe she can go after the Intercontinental title as well, but we'll see.
Right, and like you said, EO Sky, former champion, but her to finally try and seize the moment, and she very well could also be involved in Money in the Bank. And with that in mind, Mikey, you almost wonder if Liv Morgan, when she tried to put herself in Clear the Ring and control her destiny, would she do the same thing for Money in the Bank? Would they allow that, actually?
Probably not. Nope, I don't think so. Not right now, anyway.
Fair enough. Shout out to young Cruz down there, of course.
Oh, this is my nephew. I'm at my brother's house.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm about to say the Cruzes go deep in that family. That much I do know. So it's all good. Anyway,
your cousin's here now. Oh, there's my son.
There.
All right, y'all, go enjoy the pool.
Yeah, about to say it's a hot summer day, and we got the red hot tail end of the summer kicking things off as we officially arrived in August. So, Anyway. There's still a tiny bit, but again, I don't think it's a big deal, honestly, considering how much
commercial break. Be right back. Wow.
They ran out of commercials to the point they had to do that. What does that tell you? Oh, bloody hell. Again, F this service. Thank you, Datsula, because that's the only reason I'm here. I am not paying $30 for this shit. But what I am going to look forward to is paying it forward for ALS Research, AW All In, TNA Lockdown, and even NXT Heatwave, because Kendall Gray actually matters to me, and even not my NXT. But I hope that this matters to everybody here. And again, so far, SummerSlam, one good match. Let's see if you can keep the pace. Then again, Sunday is already going to be like bathroom break for me.
You know what? I'm 9 subscribers away from the gold subscribe. I'll get ice water thrown on me too for ALS. I'll reform that. Let's do that.
Don't you call me out now? Come on.
Let's subscribe to Rage. I don't need to call anybody out. Just do it as awareness.
You can't call 5 people out because I think that's the whole thing about that. I know that Jeff Meacham was considering doing that as well. As, of course, we go back inside the U.S. Bank Stadium with Wade Barrett and Michael Cole. Of course, he's been the voice of WWE longer than I've lived in this life. And, of course, we have all the WWE legends, all the random sports people that no one really cares about unless you're a fan of their team. But we do care about WWE Hall of Famer, of course, Mark Henry, who was part of the kickoff panel. The man that once retired, not in a salmon jacket, and has defined his career. Sean Waltman, of course, NWO. And we got, of
hometown of Sean Waltman.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I almost forgot about that. Talking about the Minnesota Vikings and other sports, we didn't think about hometown legends of WWE, including the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, of course.
Dude, he's like 85. This man does not age. He looks exactly the same.
He
Jimmy
really
Hart.
does, which is crazy. You consider how many times he's managed so many great tag teams, you would think that would cause stress marks or gray hairs. Nope, not with Jimmy Hart, baby. And he still got that megaphone, too. Because why wouldn't
the man was Hulk Hogan's manager, Earthquake's manager, the
Keep
Typhoon's manager. Yeah,
going.
he was so
Keep
many.
going.
Jesus, he was a staple of the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, Fig, keep going. I'm waiting for you to keep going. Hart Foundation, Nasty Boys. I mean, we can go all day. Oh, brother, that's freaking funny. And of course, Mike can give you much more of a better Sports Center, ESPN sports analysis than I ever will when you look at the sports bar, of course. Again, WWE Summerslam brought to you by Stat Boy Mike and, of course, Stat Girl Dory Luke. Cheers to her as always. God bless her. Hope she continues doing great things and encouraging positivity because Lord knows the world needs it. What?
Oh, yeah, she is. I mean, she's very happy that the Vikings' home turf is the home of SummerSlam. And all
She a Vikings fan?
Oh, Dory Lou's a big Vikings fan every football season.
Fair enough. I don't know if my mom watches the Vikings anymore. I haven't asked her. I can't remember the last time I saw football on her screen. What the hell is this?
This house is purple.
Fair enough. Years of War. E-Day. Oh, I get it. Well, before we get into this match, let me go ahead and bring in somebody to lend also his own food for thought. Ladies and gentlemen, the Renegade Wrestling, JJ Williams. JJ, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. I'm not a Gears of War fan, by the way. That's not my type of video game. So this right here to me is also indifferent.
I've never played it.
You never played it? I know it's an Xbox, I'm pretty sure it's an Xbox exclusive of its own right, but then again, there's barely any exclusives anymore, but you can do almost anything on PC. Hello. And apparently you can do anything if your name is Uso, and you get away with it too. Anyway, JJ, what's on your mind, bruv? How are you? And again, do your little shtick and talk what's on your mind. Good to have you here.
Well, nothing. I told y'all I would be here when I got home, so I'm here.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. We got a 4-person booth, so this should be fun. And again, JJ, you can talk all you want about Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Bloodline 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, Uso.0. But when it comes to these two brothers, it's really hard to see them ever have a tiff with each other. But I do think the third man might want to take command, and that might be the fallout to defeat, if you catch my drift.
No, that's a fair assessment.
The fact that Jacob Fatu has been so close to the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, and the Usos, who are not serving him, but are apparently alongside him. We have seen the Bloodline continue Bloodline business at the expense of many talents, once again, including their opponents tonight in LA Knight, Royce Keys, got it right this time, and of course, Sikoa, as a Samoan werewolf makes his way inside the building. Y'all know what I mean? Oh boy.
Cool mask.
It is a cool mask.
I know
and it's
what
got
you mean.
extensions now.
How many masks does this freaking werewolf have? We'll see if he's all gas, no breaks, or if he's kept on the leash by the Usos tonight, because we have seen the tensions with these cousins.
You gotta go figure, is he hiding behind the mask? Because he's not fully... He was forced back into the Bloodline for losing a match. He doesn't really want to be here, so can that mask symbolize other things?
Well, with that being said, when you have power, power also corrupts you, and I don't think Jacob Fatu would argue ever since being on Roman Reigns, he's gotten everything he wanted for his family, and then some. Sometimes you can't beat them, it's better to join them. But again, to your point, even not on his own free will, Jacob Fatu has basically been a made man being Roman Reigns' right hand.
Yep. What is it? Absolute power corrupts absolutely?
Exactly. An intimidating figure by this former felon who deals with 8 women on a regular basis, his wife and 7 daughters, now here in the Bloodline, standing alongside the family.
Oh, thank God he brought my mouse. I can't stand working without a mouse.
Oh, that's a whole different IT conversation. I've been saying it once, I'll be saying it again. If you're going to oppose the Bloodline, you're not going to acknowledge them. You need to have the numbers in your favor. And tonight, we will be on even territory. We look towards this six-man tag team match.
I still say Solo's a wild card. I don't know. I don't know if LA Knight can trust him.
Me neither. I don't think he does trust him. He kept pointing that out, which is why he was hesitant to ever team up with him in the first place.
But will this team be able to trust one another, considering the sum of the parts versus the parts of the sum is the tell the tape of this match with this new rising WWE superstar, the Monstar?
The
Who's going to hit him high and who's going to hit him low?
Since 1993.
Royce
Get
Keys,
your
of
years
course.
right, Mikey.
Yeah, about to say, you're dealing with the filibuster here, Mikey. Be careful. You got your world, he's got his. That being said, Royce Keys, of course, became part of this world back at the Royal Rumble at the beginning of the year. And this is the first time we're seeing him at a WWE Premium Live event since. After the fall on that fatal four-way #1 contenders match, of course, where Jacob Fatu and Royce Keys kind of cost each other. And of course, Sikoa right now is in the running for proverbial, can't believe this guy could be a babyface right now, a free man not worried about this family, who used to be in the Jacob Fatu position.
I don't see him as a face. I'm sorry.
Dude, he was comedic on Monday as a babyface. Pew, pew.
As he just did that, JJ. And again, to your point, JJ, when you look at Sikoa, the fact of the matter that he knows this family from within. He warned Jacob Fatu about this. You almost wonder right now, Sikoa's big grimace is a big old I told you so to Jacob Fatu. And he's even feeling more confident tonight in knowing who Jacob Fatu is, considering Roman can say all he wants that he signed off on Jacob Fatu becoming part of WWE. But it was Sikoa that brought the Samoan Werewolf into this place in the first place. Yeah!
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Well, I had to when the moment struck. Look at that live and loud meter for the megastar. And again, you want to talk about somebody with fallout with the tribal chief and the bloodline. This guy believes in his Kavorka so damn much, getting everyone's loins a tingling. He interrupted Roman Reigns' entrance before it even started at one point when he was challenging for the undisputed W Universal Championship. LA Knight, I mean, you brought up a very interesting word last night on City Predicting that you said was going to echo a lot about some of these matches. Vortex. LA Knight has been stuck in this vortex of mid-card hell and underwhelmed by the bloodline since I can remember, and we're immediately off to the races here as all six men are brawling inside the ring. Good luck to the official trying to regain control of this contest. How many times have I been waiting for LA Knight to seize the opportunity and become a champion here? He even warned the Usos that I don't want to deal with freaking bloodline family business. Get to the midsection right now. Jacob Fatu teeing off here. Up and over. And LA Knight, of course, right now taking control. Driving out Jacob Fatu on the outside. Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso isolated with Sikoa. Now it's truly a family affair. And Jimmy flies, wiping out the entire opposition on the outside. And of course, main event, Jey Uso was the experiment for the better part of last year when he went on to beat the regional Gunther at WrestleMania, of course, for the World Heavyweight Championship. Sikoa, though, and Jey Uso, fair share of fall of their own rights. Not the first time they shared the ring. But look at him chucking and jiving. Big right hand by Sikoa.
Solo's got to be one of the funniest persons in WWE,
right?
dude.
What the hell? He did not just run it back. All right.
I'm so glad they're letting Solo show his personality now.
I'm about to say it. Sikoa is having all the fun he can here at the expense of Jey Uso. I never thought I'd see Sikoa eat, though. I'm just going to say that for the record.
They're literally brothers. Who else? If you can't make fun of your brother, who else could you make fun of?
No, that's fair enough, but I don't think you're going to make fun of Jacob Fatu.
Well, hell, Jay's been making fun of me for 30 years, and look where that got me.
Fair point. So catching Jacob at Samoan drop. And you look at Jacob Fatu right now, not impressed with Solo Sikoa's Samoan werewolf dance, and might be playing too much. And paying for it with a super kick, pop up, Samoan drop by the former United States champion. Let's not forget last year, these two were fighting over the WWE United States Championship. Boy, how time changes. Big senton drop by the Samoan werewolf, Solo Sikoa. By the way, Solo Sikoa has been the only legal man for his team. Fatu says he's going to beat the respect in the Solo Sikoa. If you're going to not join the family, I'm going to show you exactly what this family means. This whole entire recruitment effort for Solo Sikoa, where JJ still believes that he's a traitor waiting to happen once again, double turning more than Paul White, Big Show in a previous life. And now Fatu isolating Solo Sikoa in the Bloodline's corner. Tag made, of course, the Usos, previous WWE Tag Team Champions, for losing it to the Vapor, the Vision. And of course, right now, the Street Profits, in case y'all forgot, are the current WWE Tag Team Champions.
I did forget, if I'm honest, because when's the last time we saw them with the titles on there?
UK. And right now, of course, LA Knight, for the most part, we've actually been seeing him work with Solo Sikoa for the time being the last couple of weeks. This past Monday on Raw, we saw Solo Sikoa and LA Knight double team the Usos before Jacob Fatu came into play, and Royce Keys became the equalizer, at least on Monday Night Raw, to save these three men from a Bloodline beatdown prior to SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
So far, it's interesting to see how the Bloodline has targeted Solo Sikoa only.
I think they're done with his fun and games. That's what it is. They're trying to knock. This is what they used to call SummerSlam, the biggest party of the summer. They're trying to get that party right out of Solo.
Well, he has a younger cousin, to be fair, and sometimes you need to literally learn things the hard way before you mature. But then again, we saw Solo Sikoa try to take the Bloodline for himself for the better part of a year. Oh, man! Shout out to the late great Umaga, by the way, with that running hip attack in the corner by Jacob Fatu. Now shoots the half cover, hook on the far leg. It's a 2 count here. And let's just call it what it is. It's a straight up 6-man tag, but the bigger story here is how the Bloodline is shaped on this. Oh! Big super kick to the megastar. LA Knight wiped back to LA. Now Solo Sikoa slowly standing to his feet. Overhead shot by the former United States champion. These two colliding in a steel cage over that title at one point. And Solo taking down Jay. Looking for the tag. Oh, man! Both men collide in the middle of the ring with a big clothesline.
If you're gonna keep involving Bloodlines into the holy crap, the War Games, instead of doing 5-on-5, they should split it into 2s or something, like Haku's Bloodline versus Rikishi's Bloodline versus the Fatu Bloodline, and then split it like that.
There's just multiple civil wars going on currently right now in the Bloodline, where if you keep saying Bloodline, you're going to start a drinking game here, Walter, that's going to hurt our audience.
I know, especially at the Haku just pop back up Friday, though, but that's kind of cool if you did separate it that way.
And now Royce Keys taking control here of Jimmy. Keys showing off here his power. Big, massive power slam. Shout out to Mark Henry.
I don't think people realize either. Jimmy ain't a small dude for him to be throwing around like that.
Yeah, no kidding. Nobody here is a small dude technically, but Royce Keys might be the biggest and the beefiest. And right now teeing off against Jimmy in the corner. I believe Jimmy and Royce are the two legal men. Jacob Fatu wiped out here. And Royce Keys has been a one-man wrecking crew since arriving in WWE.
But out of the Usos themselves, Jimmy's definitely the beefier one.
Well, he's also the most unhinged one, let's forget. I mean, he was the one that stood the longest time in the Bloodline after the fallout with his brother in the match we don't talk about from WrestleMania 40. That super kick in the better of Royce Keys right now for the time being.
How many super kicks you gonna throw there, Jimmy? Jeez.
You realize who you're talking about, right?
The over-under is 4.
Thank you, Stat Boy.
Jimmy's last name may as well be Jackson.
Right?
I mean, you know what? They might be distant cousins. How deep those roots go. Then right now, Royce Keys hooking up Jimmy Uso. What the hell is this? And what the hell is about to happen out of the corner? I sense disaster. Shout out to everybody in the chat. For those that are just now tuning in, Liv Morgan retained the WWE Women's Heavyweight Championship against Io Sky. Oh, man!
That could have been.
To an avalanche power slam goes Jimmy Uso, courtesy of Royce Keys, off the second.
Damn, dude. I thought he was going to do setting up a fallaway slam. He straight did a power slam.
Yeah, LA Knight, though, back up on the air, but then the Megastar is looking to get some payback against this Bloodline business. And now LA Knight reaching out the hand, holding onto the tag rope. Royce Keys slowly crawling towards the corner. Jimmy Uso, tag made to Jay. Tag made LA Knight! Yeah! And look at LA Knight now firing out here. Going to work on Jey Uso, of course. LA Knight, such a multi-talented athlete. Beautiful power slam takeover. Wiping it out. Jacob Fatu. Of course, Jacob Fatu's first title carry in WWE came at the expense of LA Knight at WrestleMania. Everybody's saying, big elbow drop. And that Kavorka right now on full display here, all aboard that gravy train that people have been waiting to see leave the stage. And BFT denied, LA Knight off the ropes. Spear by Jey Uso, just like the no! Kick out by LA Knight at 2. Whoa. They're going to the replay here. Jey Uso cutting LA Knight smack dab in half for a 2.5.
Come on, Bloodline. Don't screw up my night. I need a perfect score here.
Now, will you stop that? Don't you be biased over a point. Besides, you got 10 more points you can still earn here tonight. 11, technically, because we don't know what's going to close the show. LA Knight, though, springing up to the top rope, looking to hook up Jey Uso with a massive superplex. And now Jimmy Uso, big splash to LA Knight's back. The referee losing control here, so Sikoa with a massive Uranagi to Jimmy. Jacob Fatu, though, get to the midsection, hooking up. Oh! Down goes Solo with almost an implant DDT. Oh, baby, give me this match. Former friends, now the most bitter of rivals on different sides of this battle line. And planted with a spine buster is Jacob Fatu by Royce Keys. Double A, be proud of that.
You can give me this one-on-one over the U.S. title or something, with the Intercontinental title or something.
Yeah, this is quite a physical contest here. Jacob Fatu might be all gas, no brakes, going to full velocity against the barricade. Whoa, man!
Do we consider this meaty?
Well, I'm about to say, definition of meat was Royce Keys catching Jacob Fatu on the run-in with a freaking power slam up and over the barricade in the timekeeper's area, neutralizing both men for now. Schoolboy roll to LA Knight. Deep roll up on Jake. Kick out at 2.
Shout out to Royce to keep Jacob safe. He kind of held on to him during that slam.
Yeah, another spear by Jay, and LA Knight is in no safe zone as Jimmy Uso goes up to the top rope. Massive Uso splash again, and that might be a cover. 2 and the no!
I love how Jay started jumping into his spear now.
Well, it's added momentum is what it is. Full-on impact, driving forward into his opponent, and that double team effort by the Usos didn't put down LA Knight. LA Knight's still in this. I thought that was 3, though, if I'm being perfectly honest.
I did so, too.
And now Jey Uso is now legal, as Jimmy and Jay might be looking for the 1D. As, of course, they've been down. Oh! Samoan spike from behind by Solo to Jimmy! LA Knight gets to the midsection. BFT! Cover! 2, 3! LA Knight wins!
What a shock.
Yeah! Told you, Aaron! A massive win and blow against the Bloodline by LA Knight, Sikoa, and Royce Keys, getting the better of the 3-hitter night at SummerSlam.
Very surprising. I did not think that was going to happen. Solo actually did something good for the team.
Yeah, what about that face turn, JJ? You eating crow yet, or are you still brewing?
I picked LA Knight's team.
All right, good man. But I know you also talk about Solo Sikoa maybe still being an inside agent on the outside. Let's take a look at the replay here. That takeover power slam over the barricade in the timekeeper's area. Make sure Jacob Fatu and Royce Keys were complete out of the equation. Massive Uso splash by Jimmy Uso. I thought he had him dead to rights here. Again, take a look at the replay from a different angle. That Soto cost Jimmy right there in the side press cover hook in the far leg as LA Knight was able to kick out. From behind, Solo with the Samoan spike to Jimmy. Jay completely unaware until after the fact. And one BFT later, crowning Jay Uso. LA Knight gets the 1, 2, 3 at SummerSlam. About to say Solo Sikoa and LA Knight have had their own tensions, but pretty much, I told you so. And I told you so, many of you so, how LA Knight and Cruz get the win. Now look at that, and Paige gotta give the people what they want. I wouldn't mind seeing these two as a tag team, honestly. They got the charisma and energy.
I changed my mind to the Bloodline when I originally picked the freaking LA Knight too.
As we take a commercial break for the streaming service. Again, I am very happy I was right in that. Yeah, and I'm also happy that LA Knight got a massive win. What a crazy concept. Then again, SummerSlam has kind of been a pretty good stage for him over the years.
Don't let him get too much momentum. Then we're going to get our hopes up for him to win the Money in the Bank like we have the last 4 years. That he hasn't been able to do it.
It could happen. I still believe in LA Knight being a damn champion, all right? He deserves it. He is more than capable of it. He has the Kavorka, the charisma. The loins are waiting to tingle in his greatness holding gold. That sounded super weird, I know. It needs to happen. Damn it. I'm on the LA Knight train, if you haven't figured it out by now. I've been on the LA Knight train since, no, you wait till I'm done. Since Eli Drake and TNA. Okay, now I'm done. Go ahead.
I have been on the LA Knight train since he was Sean Ricker in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
You told
I
me
don't
that.
want to hear it.
Oh, you don't want to hear it.
SummerSlam has been his event ever since he won the Slim Jim Battle Royal in whatever it was, 2021, 2022.
Yeah.
Okay. I still don't fully trust Solo, and history has given us reason not to.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
But he did his thing here tonight, and I had their team, because I feel like the Bloodline are going to split the weekend.
Well, considering Roman Reigns closes the weekend, I can only imagine he's probably a little pissed. And again, considering the man that got pinned, who's been the most emotionally combustible, something tells me that Roman and Jay are going to share words, and it's not going to be of pleasantries.
No.
Speaking of pleasantries, coming up next, Nick Aldis, Gunther for the first time ever. Nick Aldis looking to make Gunther his bitch, and Gunther maybe not looking to kill a career, but maybe looking to destroy a dream and finally get some long overdue revenge as we prepare for this next match and this commercial break from the streaming service. Again, we talked about
Speaking of long overdue,
right?
Make sure you guys click and go to that YouTube channel. He is only 8 subscribers away.
That close, folks. Do it.
We can touch it. We can taste it. We can smell.
You got 3 minutes.
What the final boss is cooking.
You got 3 minutes. Go do it. It takes less than 5 seconds.
Did you
Type
just
it.
say
Click it.
3 minutes?
I did. Damn it.
And there's 133 of you watching. If you just all do it, boom.
Well, first off, as of course I am the voice, I will say this. Thank you, by the way, to the over 130 of you that are tuning in, whether you've done continually or you're doing it initially. As you all continue to make this possible, we persist, pursue, and perpetuate the passion that we love for this business. We watch all events, interviews, shenanigans, and so much more across all the biggest shows, PLEs, and pay-per-views across all franchises and brands. Again, stay tuned for Aaron's recap. Once that one concludes, we'll be back here tomorrow night with Night 2, and then our weekend concluding shenanigans, giving our overall thoughts and recap on everything that goes down this weekend at SummerSlam. And then stay tuned Monday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with me and Papagino at the Papagino Network. Subscribe today, Papagino 0017, as we break it down, participate breakdown, and bring you the leaderboards update. Still to come tonight, we got Nick Aldis versus Gunther coming up next. We also have a 6-woman tag trios match. Nikki Bella returns to the ring. The Bellas and Paige taking on Fiddle Influences, Jesse Jane, Blaney Reed, and Fallon Henry. And, of course, we also have Hell in a Cell, Brock Lesnar with Femi, and the undisputed WWE Championship. You didn't change that graphic. With the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. And as we learned earlier, it is now a street fight, so wrestling might have gone out the window. That being said, we got a commercial break. Let's talk a little bit more about Gunther and Nick Aldis. The fact that Nick Aldis has not been involved in the ring for 3 years, we talk about the biggest Achilles heel to anybody in this business, Walter, is time off. It's ring rust. But how long, truly, has Nick Aldis prepared for what seems like a dream? You talked about earlier when he was with Chris Van Vliet, how he was crying in what, again, might be his once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But he's arguably facing the best wrestler of a throwback traditional background, surviving, still kind of like, fluctuating in a character standpoint in the modern era, against the ring general Gunther. He's not called the ring general for nothing, Walter.
I know. I mean, and plus it just doesn't make you rival this. And Gunther's ultimate goal is to get a title shot. What do you do with all this if he loses here? You can't just jump right back into general manager and then because now you're gonna hold a grudge against one of your employees. So does that mean Gunther automatically gets traded back to Raw? Like, how do you do this? So like, I figure somehow this feud has got to continue. He can't just go back to being a general manager, but this might be his testing and jumping ground of being a wrestler or coming back to wrestling. I mean, this dude is no joke. If you look at his career, he's a former NWA champion. He's been doing great for he hasn't wrestled in 3 years. Rust is a real thing, but remember, Shawn Michaels didn't wrestle in how long? 5 years before he got hurt. When he hurt his back and he came back in the early 2002 and he won the World Heavyweight Championship after that. He did a no holds or no non-sanctioned match, whatever the hell they referred it to, with Triple H. And Shawn Michaels went on a second run, and some say his greatest run, that his second run was better than his first. So ring rust can be a thing and is a thing, but lightning can strike twice. And if he comes back, and it's like riding a bike when you know how to wrestle and it just comes back. He can fight. Gunther's a tall task, though. To come back after 3 years and your first opponent is the damn ring general, it's a lot to ask of somebody, but we'll see if he's up to par.
My biggest question is, and this is just speculation here.
Go for it.
Whenever somebody is out of action for a long time and they need to get ready for a big return match, we always see vignettes of them like in the ring working out with somebody.
Right.
My question is, who did Nick Aldis work out with to get ready for this match?
It's time
And
to
I
find
have
out.
a very good candidate in mind, and I wonder if this is actually the person. Because Noah, who has not been on TV, but is probably as an adversary, not as a friend or a partner, the one person who knows Walter Gunther the best.
Ooh, I mean, there's a lot of people I could put in that equation, but when I look at Gunther and the people that have been disciplined, baptized in combat by the ring general, that have taken him beyond his limits and have also beaten him, there's only 2 people that come to mind. Ludwig Kaiser is one of them, and he is more traditional, of course, from the German area. The other one is the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov.
Bingo. That's exactly who I thought. That's why I said as a rival, not as an ally. Ludwig has always been more of an ally.
Yeah.
But
Despite the tensions.
Ilya hasn't been on TV for a while. He knows Gunther's playbook. He knows Walter's playbook. I think Ilya might be the perfect person to have helped get Nick into shape for this match with Gunther.
Well, considering what Ilya Dragunov had to go through in finding himself to submit the ring general after his incredible, ultimately long-defining NXT UK championship run, It's a hell of a candidate to have, and we've already seen Nick Aldis. As I listen to the Death Rebel theme, because again, Nick Aldis, for what it's worth, I want to actually see this entrance because I can't believe I'm calling a Nick Aldis match in WWE. The National Treasure, former NWA World Champion, TNA World Champion, this British strong style, disciplined athlete of the business has arrived for the first time ever in in-ring action on a WWE stage in a WWE ring. A lifelong dream realized for this man, Nick Aldis.
Looking good, wearing red with a nice black trim jacket.
And seriously, the Titantron makes him look like a modern-day gladiator or something out of the Renaissance of the Victorian era.
Well, let's not forget he was a British American gladiator before becoming TNA champion.
That's a very fair point,
Before
JJ.
becoming Magnus.
And I did see on the graphic for Gunther.
I know there's a difference between in shape and ring shape, but look at the shape that dude's in.
I would have loved to have confirmed that Gunther has not lost a non-title one-on-one match. He is undefeated, 37-0. I would have loved to confirm that one if I had the chance to
Nice
do so.
reception too. Shit.
I'm about to say, you hear Wade Barrett losing himself at ringside, considering Wade Barrett knows very well the roots of Nick Aldis deeper than JJ Williams. For those that don't know, Nick Aldis is 39 years old, 6'4", 242 plus pounds, and he is a 23-year veteran of this business. This might be Nick Aldis' one shot here in WWE, and you could bet your ass he's going to make it count. Let's not forget,
taking on some of the greatest
Cody
before,
Rhodes.
though. Remember, he took on Kurt Angle in TNA.
Exactly. He's been with the best in this business. He beat Cody Rhodes even for the NWA World Championship. Let's forget. He is the dealer. And right now, the dealer is showing his hand and is going all in tonight at SummerSlam as this match is underway. And look at the referee, by the way, the same referee that counted the retirement of AJ Styles. And you see Gunther right now going after the wrist. All right, Walter, you are a fan of traditional wrestling. I expect a lot of chain wrestling here with these two gladiators of the ring. So let's get your techniques. What does Nick Aldis need to do to neutralize the Lean General? We know he has the Cloverleaf. That's one of his aces in the hole. We also know Nick Aldis can fight a little bit dirty from underneath. What does Nick Aldis need to do to find a weakness in Gunther?
There's not much you're going to find because there's not a lot of weak spots, but he's going to have to do those tactics, those dirty tactics, get away from Gunther, work on the leg, the thigh area to try to get that clover leaf. In terms of Gunther has to, he know that this guy's rusty, wrestle, do all the classic wrestling homes, force Nick to do classic wrestling so that he has to question himself, am I ready for this? And he's doing it now with the sleeper, the headlock takeover. He's doing classic professional ground wrestling, making Nick have to constantly work, move, and whatever rust that he has. If it doesn't come off in the first 5 minutes, Gunther knows he has him because he's forcing him to move quick, to force his cardio and everything. This isn't smart what Gunther's doing, taking this break and going outside the ring because you're letting Nick Aldis breathe and you're letting him recuperate. You should be on him constantly.
I kind of disagree with you there, though, because the thing about this, we call him the Lean General for a reason. It's more than technique. He is a master manipulator of the ring. Think about this. This is Nick Aldis' moment. He's living in the moment right now. For Gunther, this is just business, proving why the sport is sacred. He's taken out the steam from Nick Aldis. He saw he was on the move. He tested his cardio there for the moment, and at the end of the day, he stopped the match. He reset it. Gunther is making sure this match stays at his pace and in his favor. And he knows that he can do that against Nick Aldis, to your point, because Nick Aldis has not been getting the reps in like Gunther has every damn week.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, just literally crowded. Nick Aldis going, oh! And of course, those devastating chop skulls will come and play Nick Aldis, those big heavy right hands right now, pushing the Ranger out to the opposite corner and teeing off against the former heavyweight champion and dropping the Ring General down. And right now, going to his own side headlock. Now, Gunther looking for the escape, throws Oz in the ropes, the drop down. Aldis on the move again and catching Gunther out of midair.
With a
the power
suplex.
of Aldis.
Holy shit!
Whoa!
Aldis, that's some strength, dude.
Cover on the near leg. Chigatsu. That one's freaking awesome.
I think that just shocked Gunther, dude.
And immediately was looking for the cloverleaf there. Gunther sense of urgency, though. Elbow strike connects on the second round. Oh, and there is that devastating shot. That's always is an equalizer.
Ooh, knocked him right out of the ring.
And just like that, that little bit of flurry of offense snuffed by one stiff hand. Oy. Nick Aldis collapsing off that top rope, landing awkwardly on the apron and down to the floor. And once again, Gunther has reset this match down to 0.
I would take some chops and do videos for the channel and everything, but you could pay me to take one from Gunther, dude.
And right now, Gunther using the outside his advantage, drumming Nick Aldis face first into the ring post. And again, Mikey, oh, and look who's at ringside. Hardcore Country TNA Hall of Famer, Mickie James. And of course, Mrs. Aldis.
Okay, here you go. Now, this is a mistake. It's smart. I mean, taunting your family will always sting, but you lose the focus on your opponent.
Gunther right now might be paying for that, to your point. Again, delayed takedown, looking for the cloverleaf, able to still crown Nick Aldis here. And again, Gunther knows that he does not want to get trapped in that cloverleaf.
What the hell was that? Did he just like straight chop him in the head like he was Great Khali?
Basically. Again, Gunther, it's not pretty. It's just damn sure effective. It's simple. He's not flashy. He is just heavy hitting. Take a look at the replay here, Walter, in the bottom left-hand corner. That was high on the chest, just below his chin. Gunther, by the way, folks, 38 years of age, 6'4", 250-plus pounds, 20 years involved in this game.
They don't have to be pretty. It doesn't matter. When I with Gunther, shit.
Just power bomb, just chop, just sleeper hold, and once in a while a splash and a clothesline all the way from Austria.
Dude, Gunther is a wrestler's wrestler. Let's put it like that.
Damn right. Gunther is everything I love about the business at the fundamental forefront of it, going as old as British roots. Or European roots, if I'm being perfectly honest here, which is pretty much outside Japan, the mecca of professional wrestling history when it comes to how sacred the sport is and how invaluable picture-perfect in-ring IQ and work is.
Hey, all this is looking good, though. Not at this moment, but throughout the match, though.
Again, right now, you see Aldis feeling the weight of the match here, and, of course, all the pressure that Gunther's applying to him with these hard-ass whips in the corner.
I've been in a cloverleaf. It is not fun. If you look at a cloverleaf and you're like, oh, it's just a stretch to the back, think again. It hurts.
Dude,
everything, sides of life.
Everything hurts. A backslide hurts.
And Gunther right now looking for the rear naked choke. Sleeper hold applied. Middle of the ring.
I don't think I've ever been in a Texas clover. I've been in a sharpshooter, not a cloverleaf.
Well, either way, either of those moves are affecting the 3 ligaments and muscles in your legs and turning your own patella against you as all that pressure is weighed down, pushing forward on your lower vertebrae. But right now, you see it the way Gunther's pushing down on Nick Aldis here in the sleeper hold. Nick not ready to give it up yet. They're looking for the break. It drives Gunther face first in the top turnbuckle. And Aldis now looking for, once again, new leash on life in this first time ever what could be a last time encounter. Oh, God, I want him on a clothesline.
This might be the momentum that... Oh, never mind.
You were saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Aldis though back up to his feet meets Gunther with a big right hand. And now Aldis and Gunther, I sense disaster.
Uh-oh.
The superplex!
Nice. Well done, too.
These are too big, man. People, you forget how big Aldis is. He's the same height, at least, as Gunther. Gunther might have some pounds on him, but height-wise.
Well, you consider that Gunther has leaned down himself from the 300-pound weight mark since reinventing himself here in WWE, as both men are down right now to that massive superplex. Referee Dan Angler, by the way, is who I was referring to earlier. Checking on both these men. doing chants in the crowd tonight, saying this is awesome. Again, I agree, this is professional wrestling. And once again, Aldis and Gunther teeing off one another against each other. Gunther, of course, you can talk about his accolades as long as the day is, going all the way back to 2009 when he won his first championship. A champion in progress, WXW, GSW, defining champion in NXT UK, defiant champion, over-the-top wrestling champion, the promotion in Ireland, by the way, same promotion for Jordan Devlin. And of course, here in WWE. Now, Aldis on the move. It takes down Gunther with a clothesline, though, but unable to capitalize. Gunther back up to his feet. Aldis hoisting up the lean jab up on the shoulder. Big power slam. Cover hook the near leg side press and 2 counts.
Yo, Aldis is showing some strength. Even I didn't realize he has.
Digging down deep here, considering again the importance of this. How far does a man's pride go when it comes to showing that you are the absolute best?
Aldis, Gunther's like halfway across the ring. What are you doing?
The hell? Well, I mean, again, you go for broke. We've seen Gunther clear freaking halfway across the ring against Pete Dunne, unless you forget a bygone life. Whoa! And Gunther able to get out of the way. Now Gunther falls in. Big boot tonight as Aldis was able to sidestep. Aldis now attacking the hamstring with the kick right up underneath the knee.
Guess why he did that? The hamstring that's when you really affect that Texas Cloverleaf.
And right now, once again, Nick Aldis looking to go the high-risk district. Gunther in the drop. Whoa, and again, goes back to the inexperience. A little bit of stutter step there. Aldis, though. Massive elbow drop connects.
Ooh, Macho Man style.
And Gunther right now in dire straits, and Aldis isn't done here.
Is he going for another one?
On his back. Can he dig down deep? Can he see the opportunity? Connects the lower spine.
Come on, Cloverleaf him.
And Gunther getting back up to his feet in pain. To your point, double A takedown. He's got the legs hooked. Turn him over. Cloverleaf in play.
He's gone.
Yeah, but he's not completely fat. You see Gunther's intelligence? He's not flat on his chest. He's on his side, so he can reach the rope. And
there's still nowhere to go, and Aldis dragging him back towards center, readjusting his position. Nick Gunther might tap here. Kingsman Cloverleaf fully in.
He's back on the side. He's back on the side.
And Gunther sees the rope to cause the break.
Yeah, all I did was mention it. Gunther turned to his side. It was like, nope.
Well, it's easy to reach the ropes when you're 6 foot plus tall.
True.
The Ranger Gunther preserving himself tonight. Gunther, of course, trying to rebound from his loss with the Undisputed WWE Championship, both at Clash in Italy and at Night of Champions. Has not won a singles match since WrestleMania against Seth freaking Rollins. First into the turnbuckle, going again, back at the sleeper hold. Aldis now putting Gunther in a sleeper hold.
There you go.
And Gunther, oh man, Saito. That drop suplex, and once again, hoisting up Aldis. Power bomb, match book, cover, kick out by Aldis at 2. And Gunther still on the attack, hammering down with the elbows. Oh, this is not where Aldis wants to be. Trapped in the sleeper hold. Body right now, grapevine, middle of the ring. Aldis might go out. Kimmy doesn't tap out. He might pass out. You see the discoloration. You see the arms right now. Just literally throwing caution to the wind, trying to find some sort of new life here. And Gunther still applying the pressure. Aldis is still trying to get back to his feet and fight in this. Bachelor Vertigo base, the former SmackDown General Manager. Gunther, oh no, takes it back down again.
Oh, if he grapevines him, it's over.
And that's it, as Aldis taps out, the Ling General prevails.
Self-preservation, but still, what a great showing. As Gunther improves to 38-0 in one-on-one non-title matches.
And whether or not you believe Gunther killed another career, what an incredible showing by Nick Aldis tonight at SummerSlam, taping Gunther all the way through his traditional limits. But again, there's a reason why in this business there's only one Ring General. What a fight! That was a fight brought forward tonight. As I expected.
I'm still seeing the reaction when when Gunther came back with this song that you had. I can't get that out of my head the way no one reacted.
Well, you know, to Cormac's New World Symphony, the opening chorus are chords bringing forward a megalodon of the industry, known as the Reign General Gunther, as once again he sinks his teeth into his opponent, as traditional as it gets, powerbomb, high stack, and immediately goes down, hammering down on Nick Aldis, further pressure applied to that neck, and once he had him grapevine and got the hooks in, Aldis had no choice but to pass out or tap out. It felt like the inevitable was bound to happen here tonight if you looked at the career of the Reign General, but that was not an easy day at the office for Gunther, whether he admits it or not.
Speaking of easy days at the office, today was pretty chill for me, but I may be going back out once we're done here.
I don't blame you, as right now you notice how Gunther business is done, but look who the ring was left to. A standing ovation to the national treasure and the former NWA and TNA World Champion, Nick Aldis. If this was your one, it was an incredible one to eclipse and cap an incredible career. Thank you. As you see his son and his wife joining him in the ring. A proud man of this business and a prouder father we are seeing here tonight at SummerSlam. Audience saying you still got it. To your point, JJ, was this one and done? The dream fulfilled? Can he lay the boots down? Or will we see more of Nick Aldis inside a WWE ring?
It's a good question. We'll find out over time. I still think there's going to be more here. Because he can't just turn right back around and go back to being GM.
Think about it from an employee standpoint. It wouldn't even be fair, like, because Gunther's an employee of him. I was your rivalry a second ago. How can he be fair to him?
Well, you figure about Nick Aldis been working his entire career for this, and he said he wanted to come in when he was ready. He gave the call to Paul Levesque. Paul Levesque gave him the opportunity. You want to be in WWE? I got this for you. SmackDown General Manager. We knew that Nick Aldis was not going to say no, but at the end of the day, this was the goal, and the goal was achieved. Yes, JJ.
You speak about coming in when people are ready. Jeff Meacham is here, gentlemen.
And it couldn't be a better man to talk about this. Jeff, hello.
I mean briefly, because I was going to head out the door, then I saw that this match was up. So I'm like, I'm going to keep my ass in my seat. Look, I hate that this shit makes me cry at all. It upsets me.
I love it. I love the passion. Please continue. I love this.
I do. I know you do. I am so happy for Nick. It was great seeing Mickey and Donovan. Like I figured they'd be there, but I wasn't prepared for the on camera. That was cool. Look, man, Nick Aldis. I have said it. JJ will back me up. He didn't get to see Nick as much as I did. Nick is one of the two greatest NWA World Champions I saw defend the 10 pounds of gold live in person.
Is the other one the Raw GM?
The other one is the interim SmackDown General Manager and the Raw General Manager. Yes, very much so. Scrap Daddy. And God, do I wish Adam wanted one more round, because him and Nick in a WWE ring would pop me into retirement, I think. Like for real.
I think that would be the last match that me and Jeff would call together, and for the right reasons.
I think it would be the last match because I would expire on the air after is why. Done, dead on air. Instead of down on arrival.
They could go one-on-one to determine the undisputed GM.
No. I will take one of those over 10 Teddy versus Johnny any day for the fucking record.
You me both.
And I love Teddy Long. I'll say that. Y'all know that. Anyway,
of course. Oh, that was so good.
Don't get me going on Ace, please. I'm in a good place with it.
You're fine.
Yeah. I am so fucking happy for Nick Aldis. I can't even tell you. The three of us of the Long Beach roommate variety back in the day got to see plenty of Adam Pearce as NWA champion, but we didn't get to see a whole lot of Nick in person as champion because it was, Billy was booking out of California, but I got to see it. I was thoroughly. I always enjoyed seeing Magnus. I always enjoyed seeing even in the Dixieland era. God help us. I again, so happy for, proud of Nick Aldis. Glad he got. We all had to believe he wasn't going to win this match. You know what I mean? But it was a beautiful, beautiful story that was told. Beautiful story to get us here. Just the pure, no pun intended, raw emotion of Nick Aldis. It won't be Egg. It won't be. I've heard his lines are obscenely long. As a matter of fact, people want to see Johnny, and you know what? Good on them. If they want to make that choice in life, cool. I'm not going to begrudge anybody going out there making money. Just I hope he sends his Comic-Con pays to the Cancer Centers of America to help his ex-wife. Anyway, because fuck him. Anyway, thank you.
All right.
Good for Nick. Good for Gunther for giving him the the spots and everything. Very, very proud of Walter on that one. Very cool moment. Glad you guys got to call it. I appreciate the opportunity to stick around until I have to catch a bus in literally like 15 fucking minutes, so I could come on here and talk about it. Good show so far, for the record. I've been impressed with the matches. Io and Liv delivered. I know not everybody's happy with the outcome. I love it. I fucking love it.
Hey, they proved her worth as champion. I'm actually happy with it. That was pretty damn good.
Yes, there was interference, but she gave Io 2 oblivions to get that win. Not relied on everybody and their mother to get there. Yeah. The Usos match was so good. So happy for Shawn Ricker. Oh, I'm so happy.
I'm so happy I called that.
That fucking pop, dude. Minneapolis was very kind to our boy LA Knight, for sure.
We like Rover.
Anyway, thank you guys for letting me pop in. I am going to head off to the happiest workplace on earth, and I will try to check in tomorrow during the Super Bowl length countdown show. And if things work out, depending on how long y'all go tomorrow, I will be around for shenanigans tomorrow night at the very end of the show, because I have the same shift tomorrow. I'm off at 11:40 p.m. Pacific. So.
We should not be on the air that long. God help us. It's not WrestleMania where Walter and I are freaking, talking about all the shit that we've done while we were there. And let's not forget that in this new era, right, Triple H? But in this new era of the Simply Reliable Studios, we don't do horrendous 3-hour countdowns anymore. We come on the air 15 minutes, usually 5 minutes before the show, but it is a big force. So I think they started at the half hour today.
Yeah. Well, either way, and to be fair, unlike WrestleMania weekend, you don't have, a line to get into another indie show that's, 2 hours overdue. So that'll be a plus for you guys. So
that's very true.
Love the Juggalos.
Apparently Tony Khan does, so.
Tony Khan's a crazy person himself, but you know what? Good on him for taking the ALS challenge.
You know what? He's the type of crazy that the wrestling business needs in some ways, and there's parts of that it doesn't need. But at the end of the day, I'm glad AEW exists. I got nothing but love for Rebel Tania and the cause that she is a strong survivor campaign champion for. And I also right now have no problems calling this show. And if I have to host shenanigans to make sure it only goes 2 hours, damn it, I will. Because I bet you I'm making sure that doesn't go any longer than that.
No, I don't want you guys to go any longer than that. And right now they're doing the obligatory international broadcast introduction. So I know I'm not
with one table,
thankfully, with one table. But hey, at least they're doing it.
Well, tell some happy employees to subscribe. I'm only like 8 away right now when you're over there.
A little bit of a subplot.
Is there a wifely incentive like there was for Mania?
Yes. The Hot Ones Challenge.
What is it?
Walter and his wife will do the Hot Ones Challenge. With Noah as the host.
Bloody hell.
That's lethal on levels.
And they're 8 away.
Subscribe, y'all, for real. Please
invest in Angel Soft, like he said yesterday.
Hey, the founder instructs you to subscribe. If you're watching, you're not subscribed, damn it. It's up there. Get on your shit.
225 viewers right now.
Whoa.
Across all platforms, including, of course, Bossman Rift. Thank you again to the Bossman for allowing us to be on his personal YouTube account.
As you mentioned, the boss man Primo played and he hates that shit.
And that's my cue to get the fuck out of here.
My girls are on cue. I'm gonna try to watch this as I pack for work. But I love you guys and I love this team coming out. Bye.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Thank you, JJ. And thank you, everybody that's tuning in again. Thank you to the 230 of you as Primo has engaged as we get ready for our cooldown match. Sorry, not sorry. It is what it is.
All I can think of when I hear the Brie mode is Brooke Havoc talking about how she had it chopped up for the emo part of it, and then it went to Stone Cold's music.
Well, at least hers actually has value and character. What a crazy concept. Anyway, thank you, JJ. All right, let's go ahead and continue forward here tonight, everybody. And again, if you haven't already, folks, subscribe. All right, let's see if you're fearless or if you have a fatal influence here. We've been talking about ad nauseam why this match is happening, the fact that Nikki Bella is returning to in-ring action for the first time alongside her sister. Of course, these three were involved in WrestleMania when Paige returned home and Paige and Brie won the tag team titles in fair four-way action with Nikki Bella's help with a freaking red crutch. But Nikki Bella now is cleared for in-ring competition. And of course, we'll see how effective this trio is, considering at one point, these three were up against one another in bad blood, particularly Paige and Nikki Bella. Lest you forget, in a bygone life, Paige and AJ Lee was the last tag team match for the Bella twins and got the better of the two.
I'm still shocked we even heard Brie mode. We should have just got the you can look but you can't touch and come out together.
Well,
why did they play Brie mode?
Because they're each their own character, and let's call it what it is. These three are three different entities of the Divas era. That's what they are connected by. And as much as I don't give a crap about this NXT, I cannot argue what fatal influence is defined by. They are unity, and they are also our current WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, making their Summerslam PLE level debut for the first time on this stage. Of course, Lady the Lead and Fallon Henry, the former Tesla Price, shout out to the Michigan area independent wrestling scene. And of course, Fallon Henry, now a two-time WWE Women's Tag Team Champion in her own right. Lady Reed, of course, first time ever she's a champion in WWE, and Jessie Jane defined the NXT Women's Division for the better part of the last year, making history as the NXT Women's Champion, being Stephanie Valkyria and season the TNA Knockouts World Championship at Slammiversary against Masha Slamovic, or sorry, Redacted. But ever since they arrived on SmackDown literally a few months ago, they have been indeed the fatal influence on that entire stagnant, and I do mean stagnant, women's division. And while Jessie Jane isn't involved in challenging for the interim women's championship tomorrow in that ladder match, she was an invaluable asset at Saturday night's main event, helping Lady Rhea and Fallon Henry seize the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships.
JJ and I told you their fatal influence was going to be a big deal when they moved up.
Well, they needed something on SmackDown. Lord knows they didn't have nobody there of merit or value until they had, damn it, until they had Mommy Rhea Ripley take center stage. You almost could draw similarities here with these three when you consider the attitudes and the chemistry. I mean, again, Jessie Jane found this group at a happenstance when she was looking to be the conversation, the face, not a second wheel, prove Shawn Michaels wrong in her work ethic, and for all it's worth, she's done that ever since Mandy Rose was no longer a thing and Toxic Attraction was disbanded.
I'm sensing my instincts are right about the Bellas and Paige are hugging and kissing a little too much.
Oh. A big elbow by who Mickey James has deemed this era's hardcore country in Fallon Henry, and she is as country as the day is long, folks. Irish Whip right now. We are with Brie Bella and Fallon Henry here. And you got to consider this on both sides, though. The champions, previous champions, have not had... Whoa! Nice Russian leg sweep. They're
that was a nice snap one.
They're contractually obligated rematch yet. If they pin one half of the champions, that immediately pushes them forward in that opportunity sooner rather than later. And that's got to be particularly on Paige and Brie's mind. But I also do wonder, does Nikki want to be part of that this time? Instead, oh man, nice round kick. Shout out to Brian Danielson and Fallon Henry. Right now, all fatal influence trying to come in, and Paige and Nikki neutralizing them. We got Paige on the outside with Lady Reed and Jessie Jane on the outside with Nikki Bella. Of course, Nikki Bella, the defining diva of the Divas era. Whoa! And a high crossbody run off! Short-range clothesline by Paige and Nikki in kind, and Brie and Fallon still legal. Back elbow strike connects. Again, folks, still to come our night, our double main event, Hell in a Cell, Brock Lesnar versus Femi, and the undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes challenging CM Punk, and it will be a street fight. And Jessie Jane coming in from behind again, wiping out Brie. as Found Henry had the official distracted, and this is what Fatal Influence does so damn well. The numbers game. Oh no, vicious stomp face first on the steel steps by Lady Reed. Ain't no Southern hospitality there.
What rotten luck for Nikki, man. You find, I know as a twin growing up, you dream of winning those titles, you did, and then you get injured. That might be what drives her to that heel, though.
And that might be what takes Brie Bella out of the equation. That freaking forward front flip senton somersault and still ring steps crushing Brie Bella. And Fatal Influence right now is the influence right now at SummerSlam and in this matchup.
Cannonball.
And the cannonball struck gold. Of course, like I said, Jessie Jane, a former two-time NXT Women's Champion, running senton, dropped to BNT and passing for a second round. The cover, hooking the near leg and a 2 count. I still can't believe the rise of Stephanie Valkyria, La Primera, up to the freaking main roster was defined by Jessie Jane on a TV episode of NXT, beating her for the NXT Women's Championship, and the rest is history.
Don't remind me. Shock of the year. That was the biggest jaw-dropping moment.
I couldn't believe when you told me that. I had to go watch the clip myself, and I don't watch NXT. And right now, Lady Reed, the cover on Brie, gets a 2 count. Lady Reed, also one of the newest individuals in the entire WWE Women's ecosystem, came into NXT out of nowhere and joined Fatal Influence after costing your Mamacita Lola Vice the NXT Women's Championship in front of her family, in front of her hometown at No Mercy. I know the less you want to talk about that, the better. Elbow strike by Brie. Brie right now fighting out the enemy's corner, but Jessie Jane grabbing the hair, and Brie right now fighting off the world, just trying to get over to her side to tag her sister or Paige. Sidestep goes Lady Reed to the outside, and right now Brie has a huge opportunity here, crawling, but still has a far distance to go to get to her corner. But watch Lady Reed, interception there. Good move there by Lady Reed. Oh, that cheap shot to Paige. Nikki Bella able to duck underneath. I'm about to say right time, right place. A little bit of a subtle suck it. Now fitting that Sean Waltman's there in the audience. Clothesline there by Brie, and Brie right now literally inches away from tagging Nikki, and Nikki's legal! And first time we're seeing Nikki Bella in action, if you could actually remember that in a bygone life, because I think the last time we saw her was the Royal Rumble. Face buster over the knee. Get to the midsection, of course, Nikki Bella, I believe in one of her stints, she won the Divas Championship at SummerSlam. DDT clothesline takeover to Jessie Jane and Found Henry by the former fearless leader of the Divas era.
Don't remind me of that stupid
I have
butterfly.
to bring the history for it.
Butterfly.
X-Factor! Covered now by Nikki on Lady. Gets a 2 count here. And I gotta imagine if Nikki Bella pins one half of the Women's Tag Team Champion, she is definitely going to make sure she's part of the challenge. For the longest time, we were thinking that the Bellas and Paige were going to freebird those titles, and Nikki Bella never got the chance to. Looking for the Racketat 2.0, and Jessie Jane playing interference, saving her partner as Lady Reed right now isolated, but inside leg hook, inside cradle, 2 count.
Was it her knee or her shoulder this time? I think it was shoulder, right?
I believe it was the shoulder, but that elbow strike connected across Lady Reed's face, easy for me to say. Once again, look for Racketat 2.0. Now Found Henry coming to the aid of her partner. Paige, though, big super kick, wipes out Found Henry. And now Paige with a cab of her own off the apron. Racketat 2.0 connects, shoots the hack. Nikki Bella in the cover on Lady Reed and Jessie Jane with the save. Pinpoint timing there by the leader, Phil Influence. Big front kick, wiping out Paige.
Stop taking the time to showboat.
Jessie Jane offers a lot of the same attributes, though, I feel like that Paige has when it comes to that attitude. Big forearm, though, by Brie Bella coming in to aid her sister. Now trying to drag Nikki Bella back up to her feet. And the Bella right now, the Bella twins isolated with one half of the tag team champions. Lady
There's
Reed.
just too much hugging. I feel like they're foreshadowing.
Irish whip, pop up, and right now might be looking for the double team, but taken out by Found Henry. Goes Brie. And Lady Reed sits out the back door, roll through. Face bigger down here.
Holy shit!
Sudden hospitality with the knee strike. Flash in the face. Tap made to Found Henley. And right now, look at a Caesar opportunity. Hooking up Nikki. Double team effort. Found Henley with the cover on Nikki. And Paige with the save.
That cradle power bomb double. I don't know what they call it. That's effective.
Oh! And so is that by Laney Reed wiping out Paige. Her action breaking down here amongst these 6 women. And Bree falls in with a running knee strike against the bottom rope.
Good luck, ref, keeping these ladies in order.
She lost order as soon as the bell rung, bro. Just Jane wiped out now and Bree, but found Henry. Oh, jeez. There's a messy, modified sling blade here, and found Henry right now alone with Nikki Bella. Mocking the former Divas champion. A little bit of hubris here might be her downfall, though, as well as the level of inexperience. And now Henley picking up. Bree puzzling for her own rack attack. Big elbow clocking the champion. Jeez.
That's Nikki.
About to say, Nikki sent Fallon back to Michigan with that shot. And tag made to Jesse James, proverbial leader, a fatal influence, proverbial leader now. Blind tag. Whoa! Was there for the rolling.
Save Nikki.
Yeah, no kidding. That rolling encore nearly connect. Paige is legal. Sunset flip. Deep roll up. Cover. 2. Nearly got Jesse James there as Paige got. Whoa! Dodging Chief Shop and found Henry. Gets him with a thrust kick. And Jesse James rolling encore to Paige. Cover. 2. And fatal influence with the win.
Step 1. Didn't I say Paige was going to be the one to lose?
And Paige was the one that was pinned. Fatal influence. The influence right now in the modern era of the SmackDown Women's Division and possibly killing the Divas era, and I'm all for it. Big, huge win for Jesse Jane, Fallon Henry, and Laney Reed in their SummerSlam Trios debut. This is the first time we're seeing these 3 as a trio on a PLE level. Hell of a first impression. Or influence.
That's the first thing I said. The first step is that Paige is going to be the one to take the fall.
Let's take a replay here.
And she had to save Nikki to get into the ring. Look, see the push?
Yeah, exactly. And again, the rolling encore, to your point, she sidestepped Nikki out of the way of that rolling elbow strike. Sunset flip, deep roll up, clutch pin. I thought that Paige had her here, but she couldn't put enough pressure on the shoulders. And that rolling encore, that rolling elbow connects. The same move that led to Jesse James winning the X Women's Championship led to the win tonight at SummerSlam.
Damn history. Stop reminding me.
Jesse Jane saying you're not needed here, and she very well might be right, and a lot of people might agree with her. Congratulations to Jesse Jane, Fallon Henry, and Laney Reed.
Too much hugging.
There.
Too much hugging.
Well, I mean, again, these 3 have defined an era. We're witnessing the end of an era. Brie Bella talked about that she didn't want to do more after WrestleMania. Oh, what the hell?
Did I call it or did I call it?
Never trust a fucking Bella.
There it is.
And Nikki and Brie double teaming Paige right now, assaulting the former 2 Women's Champion, Tag Team Champion. You knew
now,
it well.
Let's see if JJ's right. Hold on, AJ Lee might come out. Let's see if JJ's
right. I'm about
right.
to say, nothing's light up right now. Everything right now is being dimmed as right now Nikki Bella is hammering her way with Paige with this shin lock. And I also want to remind you, if Nikki Bella wasn't injured, it very well could have been the Bellas winning the titles at WrestleMania. Now up in the fireman's carriage, Nikki Bella is looking to send a message and make a statement. And just jaw-jacking the audience right now.
TKO.
Oh, God.
Or whatever she calls that now.
Rack Attack 2.0.
Dude, Stevie Wonder could have saw this coming.
Yeah, I think Ray Charles would have tag teamed with him on that, and I think you would have been correct. Again, never trust a fucking Bella. Well, so much for that homecoming. I knew that was going to be a short-lived as far as the sweet opening.
And for the record, I'm wrong.
Tomorrow she's going to complain that Paige took her spot. Watch that. I already know the whole promo they're going to do tomorrow.
As we go to a commercial break, for the streaming service. All right, with that being said, bench warming match, at least the right team won, and I am currently right now 4-0. Way to go. Okay, before we continue forward with our freelance conversation, I believe we now have a special announcement on behalf of the Stat Boy. So, Stat Boy, the floor is yours, my friend. Please speak now.
Thank you, Brother Noah. Football season is literally 6 days away. Even though we are in U.S. Bank Arena, you know, where the Vikings play, all of the camps have been open. There has been some drama going on in NFL training camp. So I'm going to announce that to get me back into the sports bar, on August 6th, August 6th or August 7th. Let me get the date really quickly. I want to make sure I had it up, and then I just lost it. So what else is new? I will be more prepared on August 6th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. The Carolina Panthers take on the Arizona Cardinals on NBC Peacock. I will be calling that game to get back into the sports bar to get everything ready for the 2026 NFL season. I have not, we've been talking, but I have not finalized if I want to do Thursday night game, Friday night game, Saturday night game, Sunday night game, Monday night game. Maybe I'll just pick one game each week, because who knows? Maybe I'll just pick one game, but I've got a week to figure this all out. But 2026 NFL season, back in the sports bar, the tradition continues. I'll be here. Want everybody to watch, and just, are you ready for some football analysis, all that good stuff, week to week, updates, trades, news, shenanigans. Who knows what's going to happen in the 2026 season, but it all kicks off, pun intended, August 6th, Thursday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, NBC Peacock. The Panthers take on the Cardinals. And Brother Noah, I have a message from Stat Girl Dory Lou. Stop messing with my Vikings. One word, 4 letters, skull. Thank you.
Hey, I'm just bringing up history. I'm not saying anything wrong, am I? At the end of the day,
I'm not, but I mean...
You can't argue with facts, and if you're a fan, you have to accept the facts and hope for a better outcome. Simple as that.
Of course, I get it, but I mean, I believe in the second half of my life, the Vikings will win a Super Bowl. I'll be an old man if that happens, but it should happen soon.
Hey, if Knicks can, the Vikings can.
You know what? Anything's possible. And speaking of anything here, like we talked about, we not only talk about sports and wrestling and interviews and shenanigans, we do so much more. But if you want to learn more, we're going to give you a real commercial break worth watching with our watch-along trailer. And we will see you on the other side as SummerSlam continues. Producer, roll the clip.
And now for a taste of things to come.
And as always, here at the Simple Level Studios, that trailer truly shows. Here we encompass, celebrate, engage, pontificate, analyze, criticize, and react to all the wrestling. And welcome back in here to the Simple Level Studios, live watching that coverage of WWE Summerslam Saturday. Noah Foster, Mr. Bible, Walter Cruz, the very wrestling J.J. Williams, Statboy Mike, and all of you, all 237 of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got a commercial break, like the streaming service. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. If you are enjoying this, know that we do this again for all those shows and so much more. Say yeah to no DQ. Follow us today on SR Studio 2024. And more importantly, we have a stretch goal right now in mind to Rage of Wrestling. Let's get him to 300 before the end of the weekend. Again, if he gets there, he will have a hot stuff challenge with hot wings with his missus, and I will be the host. Let's get him 300. He is that damn close. If you haven't already, take 5 seconds, on your phone or on your PC. Go to YouTube, search it, hit subscribe. It's as simple as that, and you have done your fulfillment. Doesn't cost you anything. You put more actual effort in this than WWE does in a freaking Roman Reigns entrance. That being said, I hope that you all are enjoying this. Again, stay tuned for Emirates Recap following Saturday night, and we'll be back here Sunday about the same time, same panel more likely, and then we'll, of course, have our weekend conclusion shenanigans for the entire festivity. As we also saw, for those that don't know, for those that are in the lead, Madman Riv put in a bonus point about what is closing. Ladies and gentlemen, your semi-main event is for the... You know what? I'm not going to say it because WWE is stupid because they don't know how to say words, right, JJ? JJ, will you please so eloquently tell the entire world what our semi-main event is and for what title?
Our semi-main event is for the WWE Championship.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen.
As the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes challenges the Second City Saint, the voice of the voiceless, the best in the world, CM Punk.
Wow.
All right. And that being said, as we get ready for our semi-main event, of course, War of Wars will be underway when I humor JJ when they call it Undisputed. To the point, you didn't update that graphic because
you didn't give me that graphic.
Do you want me to?
I'll change it.
Do you want to update it?
Yes,
Should we really update
give me the
it?
graphic and I will change it right now.
You really want to do that? You really want to do that?
Yes.
We're going to confuse people.
What are we
They're going to call it
updating?
Undisputed. They're going to call it Undisputed.
Okay. I don't care. I don't care what they're going to call it. People watching us are going to hear what we call it. We're going to call it the right thing. So I'm gonna ask Mikey. I'm going to ask Walter. Should I have Noah give me the match graphic for this match?
I just did.
And we take Undisputed off of the graphic, since there can't be an Undisputed Championship when there's a World Heavyweight Champion.
Okay, breathe, brother. First off, look at the banner. I updated it. Secondly, check your DMs. I sent you the graphic.
I see it. I'm working on it right now.
Oh, I love that. Anytime I can get in its crawl about the Undisputed WWE Championship, it's a happy day for me because it's just freaking hilarious. Oh, my gosh, that's funny. Anyway, let's go ahead and bring people up to speed a little bit. I mean, again, Stat Boy, the history of this era, the new era of the new era of the new era has been defined by two men with Paul Levesque at the helm with the pencil or the wad or the pen. Cody Rhodes, CM Punk. One changed the culture, the other one finished the story. And right now, one has a need for this. The other one is simply here not to fight his friend, but prove again why he is holding this championship. Is it truly about who is the better? The best of the best versus the best, the better wrestler? Or is it more deeper than that, considering when Cody was a wee lad and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, baby, we wanted to see his boy mentor by spearhead of the business. He had young CM Punk babysitting God, this man, for OVW and his young amateur wrestling career. But when he delivered a pipe bomb, Cody Rhodes delivered a nuke. And what Cody Rhodes did, people literally call for him. He literally breaks down the door. He doesn't wait for the door to open for him. So at the end of the day, Stepboy Mike, is there a hero? Is there a villain? Is one more right than the other? What's your outlook as we get ready for this match?
My pick for this match, I did not make official. I'm going to make it right now at the very last second. Shocker. It's clobbering time. I'm going to say CM Punk retains. Here's why. There is a bit of a, again, this is the second heel turn. I don't fully see it. I'm curious about it. Can Cody Rhodes be in the WWE as a heel? How will the fans react to it? Will they still whoa? Will they take away his theme music? He is, of course, product placement. They are promoting Street Fighter. I get it. I love the classic thing. But here's the thing. I want to see. I like both wrestlers. I'm in this one. Cody does not need a belt all the damn time, okay? If you want to turn him heel, do it already. Stop the tease. How long did we wait for John Cena to become heel? 25 years. Let's do it and get it over with and get it done. put that off the list. Let him be heel for 6 months or so. Put the belt on him as a heel, just not tonight. Let the fans let it cook, and then the fans will complain about it, and they'll say, hey, we want a whoa just like we used to. But right now, it's going to be a great match. I don't like the last second street fight stipulation, only because it's a Street Fighter base product placement, whatever. I get it. I am a Street Fighter guy. Hello, the Hadouken DDT, anyone? But, I mean, let the best in the world have the belt a little bit longer.
At that point, Walter, character select as I now select you forward with my controller. When it comes to CM Punk, you might as well call him TKO Proverbial number 2, as Cody Rhodes might be TKO Proverbial number 1. But right now, QB1 is in the friggin' runner-up position to quarterback 2 that holds the undisputed WWE Championship. These two men have been waiting for this match, for this event, for this setup, since they both returned to WWE on their own merit. The fact of the matter, though, is all it took was one word to get here, and that's win. The time is now, but last year at SummerSlam, we did see Cody Rhodes regain the undisputed WWE Championship. So does fortune favor the American Nightmare, or is CM Punk truly better than him?
We'll find that out in just a few minutes as Punk is going to make his way out, but I don't know. It's a tough question. You can go back and forth, but Punk has been the man a lot longer. He knew this spotlight a lot longer before Cody had to go through a metamorphosis of these different characters that they gave him, from wearing a mask, from wearing a bag, from going to a star out of space, being his brother's shadow, being Stardust. He had to leave, start his own company, do what he had to do to get to the next level. Came back, became the man, win these titles, and then Punk came back. So does Cody feel like, hey, you still in a little bit of my spotlight? So that might be what this personal rivalry is.
The two biggest egos in WWE today fighting over the undisputed WWE Championship. And while you do talk about CM Punk being more familiar with this spotlight, let's not forget, he took a hiatus from this business when it became his sickness. Cody Rhodes, he went off on his own to become the American Nightmare. From freaking undesirable to absolutely undeniable to finally fucking undisputed. And once again, he is looking to be the undisputed best wrestler in WWE. And with that comes the undisputed WWE Championship against who arguably is, in his own mindset and proven, the best in the world, CM Punk. For he says, I don't deserve it, I earned it. When he was last underneath these bright big lights in this center spotlight on the main event, he lost to the superstar in WWE, Roman Reigns. Does lightning strike twice as a curse for CM Punk in this spotlight? Or does he upset Dusty's son?
Punk wearing a green jacket, yellow lettering. It's probably a throwback to the Minnesota North Stars.
Correct.
So, not a bad.
Or the District 5 Ducks.
That too, yeah. There you go, yeah. Even though he is a Blackhawk, you know.
About to say, there's a whole different world of sports colliding here outside football and hockey, etc. How far does the drive to be the best go where the belt comes in the middle? That right now is the story with CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. The undisputed WWE Championship, as much as you don't want to hear us say it, or JJ doesn't want to hear it said, but WWE will say it until JJ is blue in the face. The fact of the matter is this: CM Punk is defending the title for the first time. This title for the first time in over an effing decade. If you can remember the last time he held the WWE Championship when it wasn't undisputed. Last year at SummerSlam, he beat the Renegade Gunther to seize the World Heavyweight title, and he only got to celebrate that moment for 5 minutes and 26 seconds before Seth Rollins cashed in. Of course, CM Punk been on hiatus since WrestleMania, but he warned Cody the road to WrestleMania, you never know when a champion opportunity might just fall in your lap and shoot down from the heavens. CM Punk found that chance in Chicago at the expense of Sami Zayn, and the rest is history. After Saturday night's main event, where tensions were on a boiling point post-match, we've seen these two now have fallout at house shows and at media scrums, and even a pre-match brawl last night on SmackDown. There is no more win. The win is now. And the what is to come after that bell rings. As Alicia Toot will get us set up for our summer main event, and Charles Robinson has drawn assignment for this undisputed WWE Championship match. And good grief, the roots of history that Charles Robinson has with both of these men. Alicia Taylor, take it away. Oh boy. One fall! That typical trope that I still am glad to see actually occur today. Big five, Phil!
I'm a little worried now.
Cody Rhodes has been involved in over 2,100 matches in his illustrious career. Former IWGP United States Champion. Former inaugural AEW TNT Champion. Previous 3-time undisputed WWE Champion at 6'1", 220 pounds. 20 years involved in this game. And of course, 41 years born in this industry. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Have they made it official that this is a street fight, or is it just...
It's a Street Fighter fight. No, I'm kidding.
I'm about to say, I think Charles Robinson knows how far these men are willing to go. It's going to go beyond the ring. Trust me. You're going to get a brawl. CM Punk, by the way, of course, former, of course, ECW champion, now 3-time undisputed WWE champion, former 2-time AEW world champion, OVW champion, Ring of Honor champion, has been involved in this business now for 27 years. Born for this as his drugs professional wrestling at the age of 47, and has been involved in over 1,800 matches. Senior official Charles Robinson again drawing the assignment for this contest. And of course, the roots for Charles Robinson goes very deep, especially in the Rhodes legacy.
Did Punk just kiss the title goodbye? There's too many Street Fighter references. Are they going to want Cody to be champion to promote the movie?
Well, it depends. Is Cody going to channel his inner Ryu or Akuma? Again, there you see on the graphic, the undisputed WWE Championship. These two men go all the way back to 2007 in a World Heavyweight title #1 contendership, 16-man battle royal. Bell rings, and we are officially underway. First time ever since they returned home. CM Punk and Cody Rhodes.
If they want to really tie into the movie, then Cody is going to hit a blade kick.
This is by far the most important match in both these men's WWE career, and I'm not just saying in this era, I'm just saying in general. Stiff Continental tie-up here. The first time these two faced each other was Monday Night Raw in 2008. CM Punk got the better of a young, brash, arrogant Cody Rhodes before he started Legacy, before he was gorgeous in his own right, before Tyler Breeze existed, before things were smoke and winners, smoke and mirrors, etc.
You would have to hit the down, up, low kick version because the other one is physically impossible to do.
The fact of the matter is, how far are these two willing to go to prove they're the best? In this business, it's not necessarily about being integral, despite the fact Ricky the Dragon Steamboat never wavered on his integrity. We have seen Cody Rhodes and CM Punk, when they have to, they will fight damn right dirty. At the end of the day, you're not looking at your friend. You're looking at your opponent, and you're looking at who should leave with the undisputed WWE Championship. That's all that matters at the end of the day here.
Punk is the one fighting dirty. Cody hurt his shoulder, and what is Punk attacking him right now?
I'm pretty sure Cody wouldn't expect anything less, to my point. And again, CM Punk why he has basically been an instigator of changing the culture. Cody Rhodes has basically become the guy in WWE at the expense of all of his friends or former friends thereof, if we're being perfectly honest.
Cody might do something dirty now and play possum with that shoulder later on in the match. We have to keep an eye on it now.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes and CM Punk have their own fair share of injuries as well. Let's not forget, Cody Rhodes survived Hell in a Cell with a torn pectoral muscle. That's how far Cody is willing to go to destroy his body for this. I don't know if CM Punk is willing to do the same thing, because I haven't seen that total work yet since his return here in WWE. A lot more of his work's been verbal. Cover Level Press gets a 1 count here. But again, we find CM Punk where he belongs in the main event, holding a world title. The title now in WWE once again. Headlock takeover by Cody Rhodes, that amateur background coming into play.
Nice,
and as I said, goes all the way back to when CM Punk trained a young Cody Rhodes, guided this young individual in this business. And Cody Rhodes has been on a roll here at SummerSlam as of late. Let's think about this. He beat Brock Lesnar in a rubber when he didn't show no fear. That was back in 2024. He beat the GOAT, John Cena, to win his undisputed WWE Championship back for a second time. Nice shoulder block there. And he also was able to defend the undisputed WWE Championship against Sikoa back in 2024. SummerSlam has been Cody Rhodes' stage since his return to WWE, honestly.
The Rumble and SummerSlam.
You see how tense right now it's been in the early going here, where right now I still feel like we're in the feeling out process. Is there any lingering injuries, any weaknesses that either man can exploit? Who does know more than the other? How far have these two really followed each other? Oh, that punch right there by CM Punk. No clean break there.
But then you got the teacher-student dynamic, the old proverbial, I taught you everything you know, but I didn't teach you everything I know.
But do you think Cody Rhodes surpassed CM Punk, or is he, much like Tyler Blatt, suffering Rollins and CM Punk's shadow? Who casts a bigger shadow here in this match?
In this particular match, I don't think he surpassed him, but in terms of popularity in life right now, Cody took the ball and ran with it.
And why CM Punk was on the bench for a better part of almost a decade. And CM Punk again focusing his attack on that left arm. And regardless, of course, who is at this level here, this is the highest level of competition in WWE. It doesn't get more stressful, more higher stakes than this, especially when it comes to Cody Rhodes and CM Punk, who's been waiting for this opportunity, waiting for this event. We talked about how many Royal Rumbles this was teased. At one point, Cody Rhodes eliminated CM Punk to win the Royal Rumble to finish his story. When CM Punk was the guy that first raised Cody's hand when he was a young lad, just getting his feet wet in this business, CM Punk was also one of the first men to raise Cody's hand when he finished his story at WrestleMania 40 and seized the undisputed WWE Championship.
Yep. He definitely was one of the first. And Cody actually acknowledged that.
And again, right now, sense of direction. CM Punk from the outside of the ring, as again, Cody Rhodes right now might want to protect that left arm.
Is he going to do a oh, you better not tope suicida with your shoulder like that.
You realize who we're talking about, right? These two are going to go for broke. We saw CM Punk bring magic against a man that absolutely hated him at WrestleMania for the better part of half an hour. And Cody tope suicida with the left shoulder outside, crashing through Punk.
Way to not listen to me there, Cody.
To the most stubborn man ever to don these boots and grace the squared circle. And you know that Charles Robinson is definitely going to let these men fight wild here tonight at SummerSlam. There's too much on the line here.
Yeah,
CM
you could
Punk
be
driven over the timekeeper area.
You could be liberal with the rules. It's ref's decision.
Yeah, about to say, CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, I guarantee you, neither one of them wants no part of a countout. Oh, elbow connecting by CM Punk, catching Cody on the walk-in. Now Punk to the barricade, flying forward with the lariat.
I don't even think Charles is even counting.
And again, right now, CM Punk getting the feeling back in his legs. Of course, CM Punk, he really hasn't been heavily involved here for the last few months. This is literally, what, his third match, I think, since winning the freaking Undisputed WWE Championship. He beat Sami Zayn, he tagged with Cody, and now he's here.
Yep, third match, yep.
And Cody Rhodes right now still favoring that left arm axe handle to the left shoulder by CM Punk, though. CM Punk shaking out the left knee. Cody Rhodes filling out the left arm. Both these men right now, this was a WWE freaking SmackDown vs. Raw video game. You would find at least one of those limbs yellow at this point. Shoots the half, spiral press, and gets a 2 count.
Haven't played or done that strategy in a long time now that you said that.
Well, that's because SmackDown vs. Raw was the last best era of that video game with non-stop greatness each year, in my opinion.
Especially the first one, SmackDown vs. Raw 2007.
I think it was 2005 that actually was the first, because I think I had each year. As soon as
2011
hit,
Oh,
and I went to 2K, I was like, nope. I haven't played a freaking wrestling video game since the SmackDown vs. Raw series ended.
I really like the one where it was Cena and Batista on the cover.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes, of course, the older brother of the natural Dustin Rhodes. Irish whip, CM Punk, single leg lariat, catching Cody Rhodes off the run-in.
Uh-oh, he landed on his knee wrong.
Yeah, exactly. CM Punk is favoring that left knee. All it takes is a tiny little tweak to completely throw somebody out of their game. And that literally could be the downfall of either of these men. Running right the knee strike in the corner with the right knee.
Especially when you're up there in age.
I'm about to say, you want to talk about really seasoned veterans. Here's 2 of them. And CM Punk. Oh, man! Yeah, knee breaker by Cody Rhodes to CM Punk and a big PK, modified chop block, turning Punk inside out, upside down, and Cody Rhodes now exploiting the vulnerability in Punk's left leg.
Punk gave Cody an opening and Punk ran through it.
Yeah, seizing the opportunity here as both these men have. And again, Cody right now trying to grab that leg. CM Punk though on the grab. Well, we know he loves to use a figure 4 leg lock. Let's also keep that in mind. Of course, CM Punk also, we figure about again the tail of the tape how multifaceted both these men are. The Anaconda Vice figure 4 leg lock, the Crossroads versus the GTS. And a Dragon Screw leg whip. Damn, that move has to suck.
It does.
Taking Punk right down to the mat, and look at this focus attack by Cody on Punk's left leg, literally rearranging all 3 ligaments in that leg.
I don't think I've ever seen Cody this focused and this vicious on like a single limb since coming back.
Well, we talked about the mentorship of CM Punk in his career. Let's not forget this man was underneath the legacy of one Viper, Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Punk right now might be a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. Still fighting back here. Again, champion's advantage, though. Tyler can only change hands to be a pinfall submission inside the ring. And you saw the way Cody was favoring that left shoulder on that shoulder tackle. Instinct taking over instead of pain. And again, picture-perfect kick to that hamstring. You think about this, Walter. If he takes out CM Punk's legs, that might neutralize the GTS.
Yes, because you need the power of your legs to lift somebody up.
Not to mention, drive him down on that knee.
Mm-hmm. Another dragon that looks like he's setting up.
Oh, gosh! And again, another vicious dragon screw. I think that was a reverse dragon screw that time. Took it in the other direction.
Just hit the figure 4 already.
You know that you cannot just literally go fast and furious against your opponent. Again, both these men are so grounded, so well versed in the mat game. This is going to be methodical as it is going to be physical, because that's how personal this professional endeavor has gotten.
Look at the pressure on the leg. Just step over and do a single leg grab.
Again, Cody Rhodes said, I need to win. Cody Rhodes, when he first came back, says, I need to finish the story. Here it's, I need to win. What's the beggar need now in his career? It's got to be this. The man that he idolized, the man he looked up to, the man he followed the blueprint for. And CM Punk said, good job, kid, you did it. But did you do it better than me? Only tonight will tell if Cody Rhodes beat CM Punk for the Undisputed WWE Championship. Able to get out of the fireman's carry. Now Cody, off the second, look for the tag kick. Oh, and CM Punk got him. That was a messy freaking collision there, what I think was a single leg boot off the disaster kick attempt or Cody cutter. I think it was disaster kick he was going for, actually. Excuse me.
That
and
leg,
right now,
his leg, Cody's shoulder and CM Punk's leg are a disaster right now.
About to say, you saw the bulldog to, of course, Cody Rhodes here.
Well, they cut away
Rhodes
for
on
it.
one leg, hoisting him up, power slam.
Punk can barely walk, but yeah, he's gonna go for the Macho Man style elbow, I think.
Again, Mikey, I mean, how many times have we seen CM Punk go for broke versus Cody Rhodes? We talk about the tail of the tape here. Who's giving more of their body, their soul for this business? I don't think you can necessarily get a stat to that, but just from what you've seen, who do you think is the better in the driver's seat when it comes to, have I done it better? Who wants this need more? Who's driven by this need more? CM Punk or Cody?
Oh, Punk, without a doubt. I mean, Cody's got the charisma. We get that. They both have the fan base. They both have the fan interaction. It's just that Punk wants it a little bit more, and Father Time is not going to be nice to him. Punk's living on borrowed time. I'm sorry. Father Time catches up with everybody. We don't want that day to happen, but it is going to get to him, and then he can't do it anymore.
Considering he's 6 years older than Cody.
You know what the ironic thing is? I don't think Punk really cares. Cody cares more. Cody cares about what people think about him, and he cares about how
Elbow
people
drop on the top, cover, 2 count. Continue, Walter.
How people perceive him. I think Punk couldn't care less. I don't think he gives a damn about that. So that's what the irony is.
Well, the fact of the matter, to add to that, if you look at the replay here with that massive Macho Man elbow drop, I'm sure you could dig that from the heavens, CM Punk came back to achieve that dream. He got the dream at WrestleMania. He got his main event. He lost it, though. What more does CM Punk want versus what Cody Rhodes needs? That's a whole different tell of the tape here, and I think that goes to your point. Youth and drive right now, my favorite, the challenger versus the champion. Off the second rope again. Cutter! Coming for the championship, kick out to by Punk.
That was close, though.
Good grief. You got to think about also, though, to your point, Walter, very late kickouts here. The taxing of this match and the wear and tear of the body is showing clearly here right now with these two men.
Yep.
And right now, Cody again, going for broke up the second. Got it! And turns CM Punk around. Shoots the half. Here's the cover. Side press. Put the far leg for the title. Kick on it, too, by CM Punk.
Cody should go for a submission right now, man.
Again, right now, Cody going back out of that leg, exposing the kneecap, attacking the patella here.
Do an STF. Do a single leg crab. Your figure 4 is something to that knee.
It sounds like at this point you're just waiting for Cody Rhodes to take something out of CM Punk's playbook. And again, has Cody been playing off CM Punk's playbook his entire career versus his own? And once again, Cody, Escalera up to the top. Avalanche Super! Cody Cutter cover 2! No!
I was wondering what the hell Cody was setting up. I thought he was about to go for a Punk kick, to be honest, when he backed up.
And Challenger put out all the stops here tonight, going up to the top rope, flying off, picture perfect Super Cody Cutter, but CM Punk still able to withstand the pressure that Haynes been holding on to the undisputed WWE Championship, getting that left shoulder up at 2 9/10. Very few men have kicked out of that Super Cody Cutter that I can freaking remember.
Now, how long is the fuse in Cody's head, like, before he realizes, what the hell do I got to do to put him away, and snaps?
Well, similar to The Rock and John Cena, and we saw what happened at that first encounter. And right now, Cody looking for the crossroads. Up kick, though, able to drop down low and kick Cody up with the left shoulder. Cody seizing the left leg again. Double leg takedown by the American Nightmare. Steps through, and Punk pushing Cody off. Torso first in the turnbuckle. Schoolboy roll up deep. Punk gets a 2 count by the champion.
Chest first,
CM
too.
Punk on the attack. Cody in position. Jake Doop capturing the knee. Able to catch him.
Reverse.
Into the figure 4 leg lock.
In the center of the ring, no less.
And his body's in between Punk and the ropes.
He's going to have to roll over and reverse the pressure.
And you hear CM Punk screaming out in pain as your patella is your own worst enemy. Your own knee works against you in this hold.
And Cody was just punching him in the knee at the same time.
Not to mention, look at the leverage that Cody has right now, raising up. Now CM Punk with the shoulders down. The pain might begin him. Gets a 2 count here. Charles Robinson in position right now. The leverage on that left leg almost got CM Punk pinned by his own merit. And again, to your point right now, both these men are jogging for the position as CM Punk reversed the pressure. And now all of the pain is on Cody Rhodes' knee. But Cody able to roll through again. Both these men tied up as Punk goes into the ropes. And forces a break. Again, though, how much damage is done in those few seconds when your hold already is with a bad leg? I'll say, there are very few men outside Cody Rhodes that have mastered the figure for a leg lock, a foundation of submission wrestling, stat boy. Of course, literally honed in by the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
It's not as bad as you think, but it can do some damage. I used it for years. I got reversed into it. I knew how to slap it on. I think the longest if Renegade can remember, I think the longest I was in a figure four was probably, I would say 3 minutes.
Yeah, well, how long were you in Anaconda Vice? That freaking vice in your head as Cody Rhodes was able to survive CM Punk's submission and get the foot on the bottom rope. Both these men right now put out all the stops. And again, using their own lingering injured limbs to add further punishment. It's a hell of a typical matchup here. As I said, this is going to be a foundation of professional wrestling when it comes to proving who the better wrestler is that drives both these men. Now CM Punk using the good right leg, driving it forward into that damaged left shoulder of Cody up against the turnbuckle. Referee needs to call for the break, though, here. Create separation. And right now it looks like CM Punk is just regrouping and rethinking. It might be fine looking to put this match to sleep. And it may be time for Cody Rhodes' knee to go up in the air as CM Punk hoists the American Nightmare up in the fireman's carry. Cody, though, seizing the top rope, saving himself. And again, that leverage, to Walter's point, unable to hold Cody. Now Cody has Punk hooked possibly. Turn him around, spin him out. This is interesting. I haven't seen him do this for a while. Disorientating the champion. Look for the Alabama Slammer. CM Punk able to escape again, though. Somehow able to counter, and once again, trapping Cody possibly into the Anaconda Vice. And this time, Cody has nowhere to go. He is nowhere near. There is no safe grace near the ropes. And of course, that bad left shoulder right now, all the pressure is being applied to, which makes this even worse for Cody. Now, Cody, though, trying to grab the head of CM Punk with his legs, trying to alleviate some of the pressure, trying to find some way to force the break, and right now slipping the grip up to CM Punk, but Punk now rolling out of the way. Jackknife cover, cover, two, and Cody bridging up. Wow. Turn him around, got Randy Crossroads up! Cody with the cover, the new champion, no! 2.5 for CM Punk to survive. Damn. Take a look at the replay, Mikey, as you see this picture perfect Cody cutter for the near fall here. First time we've seen that move executed in this match, and CM Punk survived it.
That almost was not even, it was actually quite perfect. Well done.
As we go back to the live feed here again, duly chance right now out here for CM Punk and Cody Rhodes and Statboy again. Do you consider either of these men in the better position right now at this point in the match?
Right now, with Cody standing tall and Punk on the mat, Cody's in charge.
How close is Cody, though, to becoming an undisputed WWE champion for a 4th time, though?
It's not necessary.
And it's not undisputed.
I had to get JJ one more time.
Read the graphic.
I love my this friendly. They're crazy, but they're good people. And right now, there is no goodness being brought out of Cody and CM Punk. Just absolute visceral, a professional relationship to prove which one of them is the better, who is the best. How bad does Cody need this? CM Punk finding back Cody, though. Back elbow strike connects. Cody crashes down on the mat, and CM Punk right now finds himself an opportunity here and sees Cody in the drop zone. CM Punk with a, what the hell? A moonsault cover to, when the fuck did CM Punk ever do a moonsault before?
I don't think so. That was a first.
That was a messy moonsault, by the way, and I think he hit him with the bad left leg on the way down predominantly. With one good leg, CM Punk goes for broke, literally, with a blind moonsault and nearly pins Cody. We are in deep, deep, deep territory now with these two men. Who's going to seize the opportunity? Whoa, man! Short range lariat cover! Kick out at 2. Hammerlock lariat, excuse me. Yeah, it's throwing everything they can at each other. And we're seeing moves out of CM Punk we don't usually see, Mikey. So again, what does that mean when it comes to the threat of Cody?
It's that shocking maneuver that oh, okay, and then we go to good old-fashioned slaps. There you go.
I'm about to say, I don't know how wise that is. I think all you do is wake up your opponent there. Japanese strong style. Bryan Danielson once said there was a tradition where we slapped our opponent in the face. GTS connects! But Punk injured the knee in the process. He's unable to go for the cover immediately. Crawling his way into the cover. Hook of the far leg, side press, and Cody gets the shore up at 2. And this match continues. As you were saying, Mikey.
Sometimes there's that one move that's that shocking move where there's that one moment where you don't know what to do, and that moment can cost you.
And again, those knee issues cost CM Punk there when you thought CM Punk may have had Cody dead to rights, unable to immediately go for the cover, giving Cody just enough reprieve to survive. And now it looks like CM Punk might be going to desperate measures using the Spanish announce table. And again, as far as we know, the referee is going to offer a lot of leniency here. And the pride of these two men might lead to ringside area destruction. We saw on Friday Night SmackDown when they were brawling about, they literally went over to the announce table. And one of them was pretty much the only one left standing on top before security broke it up. Again, CM Punk still filling out that angle and mocking out the American Nightmare. And oh, man!
Dude,
Cody,
this match has been given some time.
I'm about to say, considering who we're dealing with here, I'm not surprised in the slightest. And right now, Cody Rhodes looking to hit CM Punk. Now on the floor. Back elbow strike. CM Punk, though, got Cody up in position again. Possibly looking for another GTS. Cody able to escape. Drive at CM Punk's shoulder first. The steel ring steps. Cody wisely going inside the ring to break up the count as Charles Robinson is trying to restore some law and order. And look at that imprint indent on the steel ring steps, guys, after CM Punk collided.
I can't believe this dude went for a moonsault.
Now Cody rearranging the furniture here. English announce table.
We're finally seeing the super aggressive side of Cody. What do they call it? The Highlander version when he goes heel, right?
A Homelander, I forget the word.
Homelander,
but
yeah.
Either way, I mean, again, will he go over to that land as the undisputed WWE champion? That remains to be seen. Still throwing out that left arm. And again, CM Punk catching Cody inside. GTS again connects.
Too close to the ropes.
Punk hooking the new leg to your point, and Cody able to grab the ropes.
I knew it. As soon as he fell too close to the ropes.
Well, it's smart move by CM Punk, hooking the leg closest to the ropes, but not hooking the arm, to your point. At least he had enough wherewithal to grab the leg, but he didn't capture the shoulder. Poor in-ring position, goes back to that exhaustion with the depth of this match has had for both Cody and CM Punk.
It's veteran instinct, though, by Cody to do that.
And it goes back to, again, how fundamentally sound both these men are.
I'm almost afraid to call the Hell in a Cell. We're getting this in the regular WWE title match. Imagine what's coming for the Hell in a Cell.
Well,
I'm a little worried, honestly. I don't want that match to go like... Oh, I don't know if that match is even going to go 15, 20 minutes.
It's only 8:20.
I'm about to say, you got to consider who we're dealing with here. You got two behemoths in your main event, and you got two of the hardest working modes of this business in your penultimate event. And CM Punk, why is CM Punk looking at the
elbow? The Macho Man elbow.
Oh, no. Come on, CM Punk. I understand live for the glory, but you don't want to go down in blaze of glory, do you?
Hey, what did Shawn Michaels did it? Remember when he went And just jumped off the rope.
Well, he was Mr. WrestleMania. Whether or not CM Punk or Cody Rhodes is Mr. SummerSlam, that remains to be seen after what happens tonight for the WWE Championship. Punk now up to the top rope. Cody Rhodes is laid out on the English announce table. This could be disastrous here. Looking up to the heavens, crashing through the announce table. And Cody got out of the way.
I don't know if you noticed, but Punk landed leg first, like right in that same knee.
Exactly, laid out in a heap. Punk destroyed himself.
Nope, Cody's about to take advantage of it.
I don't blame him. I absolutely would in this moment. This is the best chance Cody has. Punk in dead to rights, but also, Walter, that is a lot of dead weight to drag all the way back to the ring. As we look at the replay here, Mikey, again, on that bad leg, knee first, crashing through the announce table as Cody got out of the way at the picture-perfect moment when Punk jumped off.
Yep, he landed right on that leg.
The way he protected himself.
He may play a little possum inside cradle. Cody's susceptible to it. How did Sami Zayn win the title?
Literally a victory roll. To your point, it was a victory roll. But it might as well be just a carcass at this point that Cody Rhodes drags out of this freaking heat.
What's Punk, 235, something like that?
Yeah, exactly. Now dragging him to the ring for a clear-cut win. Cody Rhodes wants that pinfall victory inside the ring. Won't settle for anything less. Critical error by the champion here. Might be his downfall. Charles Robinson checking on Punk as Punk is really grabbing at that left knee.
He's going to go for the crossroads.
Or
the Cody cutter, actually.
Yeah, I think to your point, Cody Escalera. Oh, no!
Oh, shoot, ref bump.
Charles Robinson got wiped out with the Cody cutter.
Let the shenanigans begin. Here it comes.
And CM Punk with Cody up in fireman position. DT Ash connects and Cody rebound off the top rope. Falls into CM Punk's shoulders again.
Yeah, but there's no ref, even if he gets hit.
But CM Punk literally has Cody right where he wants him.
We've seen this before.
Exactly, the same way he finally overcame stepping around. So Cody able to escape, hooking up CM Punk, and then a crossroads!
Yeah, but where did Punk land?
Outside the ring.
No referee, no champion inside the ring. Cody left out laying inside the ring. Oh, wait a minute,
Randy Orton?
Randy Orton!
Randy Orton!
Oh, come on.
RKO! On Cody Rhodes! Out of nowhere!
Okay, that's one.
We haven't seen Orton since he lost the title at WrestleMania, the chance for the title.
Who's next to come out?
Charles Robinson stirring about, Mikey, as again, we got Cody Rhodes laying in the ring. CM Punk had no damn idea what just happened.
You saved Kevin Owens for the Sami Zayn fight.
I don't even know if CM Punk knows where he's at right now.
I don't think CM Punk knows what happened.
He doesn't.
No one does except us in the audience. Randy Orton, like a thief in the night or snake in the night, freaking coiled and struck.
He slithered his way there.
And again, Cody Rhodes right now slowly getting back to his feet. CM Punk hobbling. GTS!
But now it's just going to keep
Punk sits
Punk
in the cover.
win.
Charles counts the one, counts the two, and CM Punk retains the undisputed WWE Championship.
You can count the 40, bro. You can count the 40. Yeah, Cody's out. But now does this cheapen Punk's win? Because Punk didn't know.
As far as I'm concerned, a decision's a decision, but the merit caliber athlete that CM Punk holds himself to, I do believe that things are very unsettled between him and Cody. There's going to be fallout. There's still going to be continued tension. There's still going to be that battle on upsmanship and who is the best. But the bottom line is this. Decision rendered by Charles Robinson. CM Punk is still undisputed WWE champion and has pinned Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam.
I had enough of triple threats. Just don't make that a triple threat.
I'm about to say, let's go down the replay here. Again, it was this super Cody cutter that caught Charles Robinson off guard. He didn't even grab Charles Robinson. It was Cody's shoulder that took Charles out. As CM Punk was looking for one last emphatic go to sleep, Cody Rhodes was able to hit CM Punk with a crossroads, but to your point, Walter, it drove him all the way to the outside. He was incapacitated. And out of nowhere, the Viper strike. Randy Orton, the first time we see him since WrestleMania, RKO out of nowhere. The man that defined Cody Rhodes' legacy in his young WWE history. And CM Punk capitalizing on that blind opportunity with one last GTS, sits in the cover, deep hook of the leg, and Charles Robinson, disoriented, still got the 3 count in, and Cody Rhodes loses and CM Punk retains.
It's going to be interesting if Punk just saw the replay.
It's always going to go forward here between CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. Both these men, neither man looked like a winner, if I'm being perfectly honest. But CM Punk is still the holder of the undisputed WWE Championship. And let's not forget, Randy Orton and CM Punk have their own tumultuous history in a bygone life. So this WWE Championship picture might have got very, very interesting.
What's funny is I just had my Randy Orton shirt on like 2-3 days ago.
And here you are now, literally 4 months later almost, and here's the Viper back. Surprise! Well, as we got a commercial break, click the streaming service. JJ, again, of all the things we talked about, I don't think we had Randy Orton in our fantasy booking, city predicting conversation. Your outlook.
No, we did not have the return of Randy Orton as part of our fantasy booking, but I did say that it would be Cody losing that could start to push him over the edge to where we potentially get that heel turn.
The thing is, though, Randy's a heel, Cody's a face, and I don't think Cody is going to appreciate what Randy Orton did, especially if Randy's like, I did this for you, Cody. Because we know Cody also is a master manipulator. He is the freaking pupil of the cerebral assassin. Sounds like to me we're just going to pick up Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, because now we know, let's keep this in mind, JJ, and keep this in mind, folks, CM Punk still holds the title. That means his next challenger is either going to be Sami Zayn or Finn Balor, determined tomorrow at SummerSlam Sunday.
So then let me ask you this.
Go for it.
And I love how Pop had to get in here with his effing Orton.
Shout out to
He
Bobby,
has
man.
always hated Randy because of the fact that he went AWOL from the military, and my dad's a military man. So
I remember you talked about that.
my dad has always hated Orton on that level.
Right.
He's given credit when credit is due when it comes to some matches, a la Backlash 04, but he's always despised Randy. But could we potentially, instead of a Bloodline match this year, get Team Orton versus Team Rhodes in War Games?
I actually would like that more because that's different legacies.
And who would you have fill out those teams?
If I'm being honest, I have to imagine CM Punk and Cody because I do think there is that sense of respect. And as far as Randy Orton, that's really interesting because Randy Orton, again, does get aligned with people that were defeated by Cody, much like Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and then maybe on the other side you got Finn Balor. But while we talk about one cage structure, we'll what if simply predict that later because on a night where we saw Liv Morgan retain the Women's Heavyweight Championship against Io Sky, the Bloodline lost to
Say
Royce.
her name right. Io who?
Oh, Io Sky. All right.
Thank you.
I'll give you that.
So
I'll
what
give you
were we
that.
talking about?
Well, I'm gonna give results real quick as we get ready for our main event, our actual main event of main events. Again, Io Sky gave a commanding effort to Liv Morgan, but Liv Morgan retained the Women's World Championship, Heavyweight Championship, after taking her to oblivion, not once but twice. Still don't know how the hell Io survived that first one. I think that was pure instinct because she's crazy. In six-man tag team action, LA Knight BFT'd Jey Uso, and LA Knight, Sikoa, and Royce was able to defeat the Bloodline. A fatal influence took influence in their SummerSlam Trios debut on the main roster, beating out the Bella Twins, Nikki and Brie and Paige, as Nikki and Brie turned on Paige. Who did not see that coming from a mile away? Gunther and Nick Aldis had a hell of the first Summer exhibition as Nick Aldis definitely still got it, but do we still get more of him? Does he still have more left? Stay tuned as Gunther was able to not only powerbomb the man, but force him to submit. Why he was still conscious, and we just saw Cody Rhodes lose to CM Punk for the WWE Championship thanks to the return of the Viper, Randy Orton, RKO him out of nowhere, and won that GT as he covered him with one bad leg. And with all that in mind, knowing what we got tomorrow, it all comes down to this. Brock Lesnar, Femi, 3, Hell in a Cell. The Ruler versus the Beast. And that is our SummerSlam Saturday main event. After this commercial break, fuck the streaming service. Been a hell of a night though so far. And again, to everybody watching, all 350 plus of you, I acknowledge you and thank you. If you haven't already, subscribe. Please like, subscribe, comment. Tell a friend, subscribe. Subscribe to Renegade of Wrestling. Get him over that 300 gold threshold. Stay tuned for our follow-up coverage tomorrow for Sunday Night SummerSlam and the weekend concluding shenanigans, hosted by Renegade Wrestling JJ Williams and probably moderated by me to a degree. And of course, again, no DQ, and stay tuned for Aaron Britt's recap and review of each night, including following our watch-along live stream, his recap and review of Saturday night as SummerSlam weekend continues. Again, here, guys, we talked about it before. Femi is the future. But if we stop the timeline altogether with Brock Lesnar being inside Hell in the Cell, everybody's going to question WWE and the future of the business as we know it. Because as far as I'm concerned, if Brock somehow is rendered the winner in this main event, you have stagnant the next big thing in the professional wrestling business.
Look, and to Maura's point here, I think that's the exact reason why this is the main event.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be that definitive passing of the torch moment. Brock is going to go down in his home, whether it's actual retirement or just hiatus until Mania season so he can get that Saudi money, remains to be seen. But this is going to be this is going to be the end of the full time for whatever that word means, considering we're talking about Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, about to say full time. That's an interesting word to add to that sentence with that name following it. Oh my gosh.
I don't know why I'm seeing "I'm sorry" on like 15 different.
Because someone forgot to change it to one channel and did the all thing. Again, you gotta change that. But anyway, that not here or there. And again, think about this.
The reason you're hearing the echo is because Mikey doesn't have a headset on.
Exactly.
And you're hearing the feedback through his speaker.
Exactly. Yeah, it's technical setup, difficulties, and shortcomings. It is what it is, but it doesn't bother me. And I hope everyone's enjoyed the actual commentary. That being said,
Mikey, you don't have to not talk. Just mute until it's time for you to talk.
Yeah, or just, bring your own thought forward, bruh. That's why we're here at this main event. And that being said, to JJ's point, again, Minnesota was literally a genesis of Brock Lesnar before he entered the wrestling business. NCAA, undefeated all-around collegiate wrestling athlete. Of course, went into football for the Minnesota Vikings. And then, of course, he was floundering before they aligned him with Paul Heyman. And the rest is here. So became the next big thing, being The Rock, back at SummerSlam for his first WWE Championship. And what he and Femi have brought out of each other in the span of literally 8 months now goes to, I think, what Brock sees in Oba. But can Oba carry that ball forward? Brock believes so. But this is do or die by Femi, baptized by the Beast Incarnate, in a structure that Brock knows. He's undefeated in this. This is his third ever Hell in a Cell. He faced The Undertaker in his previous 2 in a Hell Cell matches. Femi has never been involved in this. I don't think Femi's ever been involved in a steel cage match.
I think you're right. I don't think he was in a cage in NXT.
Not to my knowledge, no. Well, so again, I'm expecting an end game. And speaking of the end of tonight, stay tuned for tomorrow night. Again, you see it on your screen. We have the World Heavyweight Championship main eventing, Separate Round Challenge, Roman Reigns, Intercontinental Championship on the line, Penta Ciampa versus Chad Gable, Human Minds Pool match, Danhausen versus the Dr. Mysterio. You might have special guest commentary for that. United States Champions on the line with Trick Williams and Baron Corbin, dumpster fire. We also have number one contenders match I talked about earlier for the WWE Championship. Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, Finn Balor a decade later, finally looking to recapture that former glory without blowing out his damn shoulder. And of course, an interim women's 5-way ladder match to determine a new women's W Championship in the interim position between Lash Legend, Jade Cargill, Chelsea Green, Tiffany Stratton, who currently is the Women's United States Champion, and of course, the Queen, Charlotte Flair.
And I'm glad we're talking about this match here for a moment because
Go for it.
I was listening to WWE Radio this morning,
Mm-hmm.
live from the Minnesota Convention Center ahead of tonight's broadcast, and the WWE universe was firmly, and I mean overwhelmingly, behind Chelsea Green in this match.
I respect that.
The panelists were overwhelmingly behind Chelsea Green in this match. I'm talking Dave, Mark, Bully, Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
All overwhelmingly Team Chelsea.
I told you last night, JJ, I don't give a fuck about the point. Well, I'm probably going to go perfect tonight. I want Chelsea Green to succeed. She deserves it. Career-defined, entertainment value, business-focused, forward, fucking earned it.
It is
Everyone
confirmed this was
kind of
his
agrees.
first XL match.
What?
It's confirmed this is his first match in a cell, a cage of any kind.
Okay, thank you, Mikey. Back
Yes,
to
we knew that. Back to what we were talking about.
It's all good, brother.
I forgot what I was about to say.
You're talking about Chelsea Green after I said
I
she's
know,
the most
but
deserving.
I lost my train of thought.
Okay, well, let's get it back on the rails or go on Express B. Let's keep talking about Chelsea Green. You talk about how everybody, fan, panelists, analysts, wrestling community galore, want Chelsea Green to succeed. So just build something new off that. Build a new dish.
I'm at a loss, and I don't want to have dead air. Just go to something else.
All right, well, let's go ahead and continue talking about Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi. For those that don't know, the tale of the tape here, Oba Femi is a former shot put champion. He had no prior wrestling background. He came into WWE through the NXT Breakout Tourney and absolutely destroyed everybody. After winning that tournament, he seized the NXT North American Championship from Dragon Lee and had one of the most successful runs ever with that title. Went on to become the ruler of NXT after destroying everybody in the Iron Survivor at Deadline. For a short stint, there was nobody on his level, even when he got up for a second time at the expense of Ricky Saints. But he was done evolving. It was time to journey and forge forward. And so he vacated the title and went up to the main roster. Number one in the Royal Rumble, clean house until he met the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. A dream match for him while he was encouraged to become a WWE superstar due to Paul Levesque, Triple H, and The Undertaker, two of his biggest inspirations. As we look towards the road to WrestleMania, tensions continue to move forward as Brock Lesnar was dropped with a fall from grace by Oba Femi. And that has defined these two whole year so far. It was at WrestleMania where we saw Oba Femi defeat Brock Lesnar and fought Brock virtually retired. As Oba Femi went on to greatness to become the king of the ring. But Brock Lesnar defeated Oba Femi at Clash in Italy. It has now reached a boiling point where both these men have sent each other to hell. No more running. No more low blows. No more cheap talk. It is nothing but action. It is nothing but literally one last fatal encounter. The record stands 1-1 for these behemoths of the business. Look at the tail of the tape. 6'3", 303 pounds. 6'4", 302 pounds. 5-inch difference in chest. One 49 years old, the other one 28 years old. The original big thing versus what truly could be the next big thing. As Brock accepted Oba's challenge inside Hell in a Cell, a structure that Oba has never encountered, and Brock is undefeated in. This is Brock vs. Oba 3. This is our main event at Saturday Night SummerSlam. And this right here is going to be fucking ballistic. Oh boy. As of course we await the entrance of the ruler. Starboy Mike, you know more about Brock Lesnar than Femi, but you're all about the stats. When you look at Femi, his win-loss record versus Brock Lesnar in the youth of his career is absolutely incredible with a win-loss difference. But to face Brock Lesnar inside Hell in a Cell goes beyond any other match that Femi has had so far. And when it comes to the SummerSlam, we're going to talk about Mr. SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar was defined here as the next big thing. Bring some stats forward about Brock Lesnar's SummerSlam here and Femi's general record in WWE and how even these two actually are despite the level of difference in experience and age. The floor is yours.
You just said it. I mean, those kind of debates will never get solved, just like the greatest of all time. You can't compare these two monsters, you know? Inexperience versus a win. Experience is going to win out on that one. All right? All I can say is that this is going to be a huge stepping stone for Oba no matter what happens, win or lose. I mean, he is cementing his next few steps, which hopefully still is going towards Roman. I still want that. I just hope this match goes not too quickly because it is 8:45 right now. I don't see them going in a marathon, but we're going to see what happens when you lock two alpha males in Satan's structure.
That in mind, Mikey, look at the time average with the other two matches that Brock Lesnar and Femi has. Look at the average time that Femi has endured in the ring versus the Beast Incarnate. Conditioning might also play a factor here. When you look at the tail of the tape beyond just the size of these two men, who you think is better prepared for this?
Oh, that goes to Brock, without a doubt. Brock is ready for this. In his hometown, Hell in a Cell is the epitome, is an end game match. It's your final level. It finishes the chapter. In this case, it might finish the book. Who knows?
Well, speaking of finishing things, if JJ's in the back room, you know what to do once he graces our screen, because it might be the last time you say it. I'm just waiting, because we know Brock Lesnar loves to make people wait. Are we about to witness Brock Lesnar's final match?
For real.
Somebody's zero is changing because Oba's never been in this kind of match, so if he wins, there's his 0-1. Brock is undefeated in Hell in a Cell. So someone's O has got to go, as they say in sports.
That's a great point there, Walter. The tension mounts as we wait for the beast.
And how much of this is mind games from Brock to play and make Oba wait in there?
Do you think Oba fears Brock?
Doesn't fear him, but, you know, Brock can play these mind games as a veteran.
Fever pitch.
They just darkened the stadium.
Oh, man. The last time you hear that guitar riff and this combat athlete enter this stage.
Big.
AJ, say the line! Oh, he must be out in the bathroom break. All right, then step away. I'm giving it to you.
Well, here comes the pain.
And look
Big
who's in
fight
tow.
feel.
Definition.
Ooh, he's in UFC style gear too.
You think the gloves are going to come off in this? Again, how lethal are these two willing to go to one another to get a winner? That stern walk.
That's one man who never changed his theme.
Right? It's kind of crazy when you figure, well, I mean, the guitar slightly changed. I will say that.
Yeah.
Power! And in a way, this is a homecoming for Brock Lesnar. Like I said, all-around collegiate athlete, NCAA and University of Minnesota former Viking.
From the night after WrestleMania in 2002, where he just smashed Spike Dudley on his head a few times, to now. What was that, 23 years ago?
Yeah, give or take. I mean, again, how long has time really eluded
24.
us? You see Brock Lesnar right now just circling the ring. We saw the Femi do this back in Madison Square Garden. Again, you talk about mind games. How much of the mind games have also been at a 50-50 ratio? Is either man one up in that? This is a rubber on so many levels, Mikey.
This isn't even a match. It's just a fight. And Paul better move before you get locked up in the cage.
And, of course, this is Brock Lesnar's 10th SummerSlam. 10th main event match, actually, at SummerSlam. And according to that little tidbit, Mikey, of course, I will prove your stats more than WWE's when it comes to AI, probably given that. Apparently, he's got the most in WWE history.
It's just another milestone at that point, you know? I mean, if you want to call Brock Lesnar Mr. SummerSlam now, you might as well. Bottom line, you know, I mean, I don't like the term undefeated with so little matches, though. I don't like that one. That one bothers me a little bit.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
It's just his third Hell in a Cell.
Well, the fact of the matter, though, that is actually a stronger ratio than more men who's been in several more of these, including one Paul Levesque, Batista, Edge, just name other victims, survivors inside Hell in a Cell. John Cena, Randy Orton is crazy.
That's like, Mikey, to your point, that's like with the NFL after week one, they go, all these teams are undefeated. Yeah, half the teams are undefeated. It's only the second week.
And this might be the last time you hear this intro from Paul Heyman, so I'll let him speak before I give a little bit more of a tell of the tape. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. Oh boy. The best. 303 pounds. Finding out the University of Minnesota. Cheap plug.
Hey, don't mess with those golden
Him and
gophers.
Shelton.
Lesnar.
Now, what were you saying, Mikey, after what I said?
I was going to say, don't mess with those golden gophers.
No, with the undefeated thing.
Oh, Renegade and I had this debate all the way back in like college with teams that are like 1-0, 2-0. My end of the debate was you gotta have at least, and this is my personal opinion, you gotta have at least 5 fights, bouts, games, matches, whatever. If you're 1-0, okay, you've won your first match. You've won your first game. You've won your first whatever. And I'll quickly say, in the movie Major League, when they won 2, they call that a streak. Come on, a streak is 3 or more. I will truly admit that yes, if a person is 1-0 in one thing, they did not lose. But the term in my personal term of undefeated is you got to have more.
Well, how much more does Femi? Well, how much more does Femi need to do?
Is always better than mine because 1, he's my brother, and 2, he's right all the time. And that's not ass kissing, that's honesty.
I respect that honesty, and I also respect the fact that we are about to witness war unleashed. Here we fucking go! And I'm immediately on the attack against Brock Lesnar. For those that don't know, by the way, this is actually the 54th Hell in a Cell match, going all the way back to the inaugural one back at Bad Blood in Your House between The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels in October 1997. Brock Lesnar's third, of course, Femi's first time ever, and first time we're seeing Femi cage inside a structure and take it for suplex in a Suplex City.
That's one.
And, oh boy.
Look at the amount of people watching now, Noah.
And thank you to the near 450 of you, as right now, Statboy Mike is giving me the suplex counter, and Femi somehow that's where his feet!
Wait, does that count as a suplex then?
Oh, man! I would consider that. Good Lord. And Brock Lesnar just taking up and over like nothing outside. Again, for those that don't know, cage is used as a legal weapon. Only way this ends is via pinfall or submission inside the ring. Femi is 28 years of age, comes to us from Nigeria, came out of the new program, background in shot put, 3 years involved in this game, a former two-time NXT champion and a former NXT North American champion for 273 days.
Very surprising that both of them jumped right at the bell. Nobody went before the bell. Now, Brock is already turning red. I mean, he's probably already winded already.
Again, I mean, age has got to be a factor here. And again, the batter Brock with a suplex on the floor. And again, how long has Brock been dodging physical contact with Femi? Ever since that low blow, talk shit, get hit, he has not touched him. To Walter's point, it's been nothing but mind games. Femi has been stewing, boiling, and waiting to get his hands on the beast incarnate. And he knows he has to remove Brock Lesnar from his life, because as long as Brock keeps being an annoyance, he will never become a champion in WWE. He knows that, and he truly believes that.
He literally put his title shot. He should be in the main event at a title shot tonight. And he had to put it aside to get his hands on Brock to remove that monkey off his back.
No, but Femi setting up a table against the cage, and right now Paul Heyman on the outside checking on Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar slow to stir, slow to stagger, and again, you don't usually pick a long match with Brock Lesnar. Damn! What an Irish whip through that table!
Damn.
He's actually dominating Brock inside here.
When have you ever said those words?
I can't even tell you. Not even Oldberg did that. Take a look again. That table exploded on impact.
Not even The Undertaker did that.
And again, Undertaker is the only rival Brock has shared Hell in a Cell with. Twice. I'm about to say, was Brock expecting this? I wonder if Brock actually does fear Femi. Was there a reason he waited to actually make contact with him? Oh, man, and shoulder first in the steel ring steps. And Brock right now taking down the ruler. And I thought Brock was already dangerous enough. Give the damn man a weapon. You really see what happens.
Ironically, Noah, Brock might have awoken the beast inside of Oba.
Lesnar stalking his prey. To your point right now, average time that Brock has shared Hell in a Cell with Undertaker, pretty damn close to about 25 minutes overall. First ever encounter was close to half an hour. Following encounter at Hell in a Cell 2015 was about 18 minutes. Take a look at the replay here. Driving those steps for the face of Femi. Like a flying steel freaking shot put. Uh-oh. Stop! Count, Mikey. Thank you very much.
Although I still question the third one because he did land on his feet.
I mean, I think he landed on the back of his head and neck and just rolled through to his feet. Either way, you're sent for the ride. And it's not the ride that is the worst part. It's the landing. You can ask Bobby Lashley when he was nearly concussed and knocked out from the... You can ask John Cena.
Oh my God, the stairs are right there.
And thankfully he missed. You can ask John Cena, who was taken still for the highest record of suplex in a match at 16. Look at those welts on the side of Brock Lesnar's right side.
Go figure. That was for a long time. That was his title reigns too until this year.
A steel chair echoing across the back of Femi, and again, Brock slow and methodical on the attack, looking down at his prey, and just teeing off, as Femi has never endured anything like this. Brock Lesnar, of course, a 7-time WWE champion, a 4-time WWE World Heavyweight champion, former WTP Heavyweight champion. He has only been a heavyweight champion in his whole career since leaving Ohio Valley Wrestling as a tag team special with Shelton Benjamin as the Minnesota Stretching Crew. Oh!
6. It's still
Suplex City, bitch, and Brock Lesnar's your mayor.
I'm about to say, is this mayor going to be impeached or overthrown? Yeah, Femi again. We've never seen Femi in this condition. Again, Walter, you can speak for JJ when it comes to your NXT and what Femi was in the black and chrome. He's never looked this vulnerable.
No, nobody's been able to do this.
Oh!
7.
On steel chairs this time for added impact.
Trick Williams gave him good fighting, but he never dominated Oba like this.
And in fact,
Ricky Saints was able to beat him, but he didn't dominate.
A man who beat The Rock at SummerSlam, as I said, to become the next big thing. A man that beat John Cena when the WWE World Heavyweight Championship was defined. A man that has outlasted AJ Styles, Bryan Danielson, Oldberg. Oh, and The Undertaker. Irish whip, thrown up the ropes, pop up. Planted! With a massive choke
slam
bomb.
him?
Yeah, that's exactly
shit.
what he did. You think about the victims that Brock Lesnar has conquered in his career, including being the 1 and 21-1. The list goes on and on. John Cena called Brock Lesnar once in a genre, an unmatched talent in this business. And the fact that Femi has had this much of a stint with Brock Lesnar goes to the potential of Oba being the next big thing. Because Brock, as we know, is not somebody to work well with others. Shots the midsection right now. Femi teeing off here against the Beast Incarnate, and right now following up. And Femi on the move. How the hell does Femi still have this much steam after this much punishment? Running in with the running uppercuts. And Brock Lesnar catching him in the fireman's carry!
You never thought you'd see as freak of an athlete as Brock. And then lo and behold...
Watch it! With a choke slam again!
Lo and behold, this many years later, freaking it's Oba.
What the hell? Lesnar again
Dude,
just
did he
thrown
just
like...
blue thunder bomb him?
No, that was a friggin' shot put throw. Imagine what this would do for Femi. You would never put him in the mid-card after tonight with this win. Femi right now hoisting up Brock. Up on the shoulders. Fall from Grace cover to no! Whoa. Take a look at the replay here with this demonstration of power. And look at the Beast Incarnate rising up like the Undertaker during the live action, kicking up against Femi. Brock is loving this right now. And Oba now up in the fireman's carry. And it's over F5! Oba back to his feet! Brock again, got Oba up! Lesnar with another F5! And somehow Oba still staggers back up to his feet! This is crazy!
This is ridiculous.
And Brock again, a hat trick of F5s in succession. The cover for conclusion. Kick out at 2 by Oba.
Wow.
I don't think... Okay. I can't even... Maybe Undertaker, John Cena, and Oba, I think, are the only 3 that kicked out of his F5.
I'm pretty sure you're right. Let alone 3 in succession. But Brock is still back up to his feet and in full control here. Again, in Clash in Italy, when Brock finally beat Oba as revenge for the embarrassment at WrestleMania, it took 7 of those F5s. And right now, Brock is destroying Oba with a steel chair.
Check on that stat, Mikey, because I think those are the only 3 that ever kicked out of his S5.
Yeah, seriously.
You're right.
I don't even think The Rock did. Yeah, I think those are the only three.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar right now. What the hell is he thinking? Brock is just tearing the canvas.
Does he think, or does he just react with animalistic instinct?
Yeah, you know what? Probably a little bit of both, as Brock Lesnar might be looking to expose what a wrestling ring looks like underneath that thin tarp, folks. It's a thin layer of protective padding, and underneath there, unforgiving plywood boards.
That's why they put this match last.
Lesnar is exposing the actual underground of a professional wrestling ring.
This isn't the Raw debut of Nexus. What are we doing?
I'm about to say, this is Brock Lesnar trying to destroy what might be his ultimate freaking enemy.
Is he going to F5 him on pure wood? Is that what he's trying to do?
I think you're exactly on point here, Walter, as he's got him up in the fireman's carry, standing on the exposed plywood boards. Brock Lesnar looking to literally end. Wait a minute! Oh my gosh!
Oh.
Lesnar! Tombstone pile driver!
Did he do the throat thing before that?
Cover! 2! Kicked out by Alba Femi!
Oh!
What the
Are Brock and Oba gonna go the John Cena route and do everybody else's moves as shoutouts?
I'm about to say Alba Femi's never been in the ring with John Cena. Alba Femi's never been in the ring with something like this. And to your point, Brock Lesnar has never faced anybody like this. Oh man, and Alba just punched that chair out of Brock Lesnar's hands. Pop up. Alba's got Brock up. Fall from grace again. Cover.
Oh, it's over.
Alba Femi fucking wins.
Holy shit.
The Conqueror has been overruled!
From Conqueror to Conquered. That's crazy.
The ruler slays the beast inside Hell in a Cell!
We got the answer. Is a ruler bigger than a conqueror? Woo!
You want an end game? There's your end game, folks.
That is crazy.
Through hell came heaven for Alba Femi tonight at SummerSlam.
Well, I only got one match wrong.
Whoa.
You're undefeated, right?
Yeah, I have a perfect night.
Mm-hmm. Damn
and
you.
bonus point wise, 7-0.
I had it and changed it. What the fudge?
I don't even know what to say right now. I think there's a stunned silence a little bit here in the audience. Again, Brock Lesnar rose up like The Undertaker, shocking Alba Femi, unleashing his inner phenom, this once-in-a-genre athlete, hoisting up Alba 3 consecutive F5s after Alba stood up each time, and Brock still couldn't put down this next big thing, this 3-year prospect, not just of WWE, but of wrestling. To the point that Brock Lesnar exposed the damn plywoods of the freaking ring, underneath that tarp and underneath that thin padding. And what you thought was going to be an F5, he fucking turned it into a damn tombstone pile driver. And he caught Alba flush with it on the crown of his head. That should have been dead to rights there. And somehow, Alba Femi would not rest in peace. He fucking kicked out. And then he would literally punch a chair out of Brock Lesnar's hands, hoist him up, and one last emphatic fall from grace. Sit out powerbomb, lays over the shoulders. Alba Femi has overruled the Beast Incarnate tonight inside Hell in a Cell.
We know that's you. Tasha, I'm not answering you.
What an incredible Herculean effort by the ruler of WWE. Alba Femi prevails. Alba Femi slays the beast. And now there is nothing holding him back towards the ultimate goal, a WWE Championship. All hail. And thank you, Brock Lesnar, if that's indeed the case, because notice Brock Lesnar is gone, guys. Oh, wait. Hold the phone.
No.
I told you Brock was gonna put him over, didn't I?
Now, hold on here. Again, will Brock do that? I mean, Brock has not been humbled before. Only one other time I can remember. This was a dream for Femi. Was this a nightmare for Brock Lesnar, or was this his closure? Did Brock finally found somebody to take his role?
He's gonna put him over. I'm telling you, he's gonna do what he did for Cody.
Tears in the eyes, and Brock Lesnar has removed the gloves.
I said he removed the glove. You think he's gonna retire? He's just gonna put Oba over, shake his hand or something.
Well, Paul Heyman standing on the apron, and Brock Lesnar over Femi, and the hand out.
Or hug him or something. Told you.
Wow.
Ah, look, I called it.
The embrace from the first big thing to the next big thing. Brock Lesnar christening Oba Femi, hoisting his hand up in victory. Wait, hold on.
He's gonna put him over on the mic?
Are you serious?
How often does Brock ask for a mic?
Wow, he's gonna talk?
Well, let's hear it, Minnesota. And the whole wide world watching this shit tonight. Come here, Oba. Back here's the future of WWE. Wow. Come here, Oba. Congratulations. This is the future, ladies and gentlemen. This is the past. This is the future. Hand raised by Brock Lesnar.
Come on, call him the next big thing. Call it.
A true passing of the guard. A true ringing endorsement as Brock Lesnar passes the future of WWE to Oba Femi. What an amazing moment tonight here at SummerSlam by the Beast Incarnate. Congratulations again to the ruler of WWE, the Oba Femi.
Can you imagine what's going through his head? 20 years old, one of the biggest superstars ever that's been embraced, just endorsed you.
Yeah, well, that being said, I endorse everybody that's tuned in for night one of SummerSlam as JJ joins the fray, and I thank all 480 of you. Again, stay tuned for Aaron Ripp's recap and review of night one. We will see you tomorrow night for night two. Same time, same channels. For JJ, for Statboy, for Walter, I'm Seminole Foster. If you haven't already, again, subscribe. And until the next time we are on your YouTube screen or in your X feed, make a positive impact in life. Have a good night. Thank you, Brock Lesnar, and congratulations to Oba Femi. Have a good one, folks. Producer, cut the fucking feed.